Hello friends, I welcome you on BYJU'S Exam Prep, India's most comprehensive preparation platform for all the engineers. All the candidates who are joining me live, just quickly confirm your presence in the comment section and tell me whether my audio visual quality everything is clear so that we can start with the session. दोस्तों स्वागत है आपका BYJU'S Exam Prep इंडिया के सबसे कॉम्प्रिहेंसिव इंजीनियरिंग यूट्यूब चैनल पे, जहां हम इंजीनियरिंग सर्विसेज और गेट एग्जामिनेशन से लेकर बहुत सारे इंपॉर्टेंट सेशंस आपके लिए लेकर आते हैं. जितने भी कैंडिडेट्स मुझे लाइव ज्वाइन कर रहे हैं, एक बार जल्दी से कंफर्म कर दीजिए ऑडियो विजुअल एवरीथिंग इज क्लियर, जिससे हम सेशन को आगे ले जा सकें. So friends, this session is going to be bilingual. It is going to be both in English and Hindi, and all the civil, electrical, mechanical and electronic guys who are attending this session, just tell me in the comment section, are you ready for this session? This session is the second part of the ethics and values in engineering profession, which we have started in the non-tech Maha-Marathon series for your upcoming Engineering Services 2023 examination. Already we have completed the first part and this is the second part. So everybody just tell me in the comment section, are you able to follow this? Yes, everyone, just mark your presence in the comment section. I want to see, are you there? Are you able to follow me? Everybody just tell me in the comment section. Everything is clear? So guys, before I start this session, let me just tell you that this session, once again, is the second part of the series of session for ethics and values in engineering profession, which we have already completed. You might have seen that session. If not, then you can watch it after this session also. Okay. So this session, what is going to be the duration of this session? It is going to be approximately 3 hours, and it may go little beyond also. It is going to be a long session because we have to complete a lot of things, and this session is going to be a session which you cannot miss if you are seriously preparing for engineering services examination, whether it is 2023, 2024 or any time in the future, because this session will give you a basic idea, a basic understanding of the subject. And the problem with this particular subject is that you don't have a particular resource. You don't have one single book which you can follow as a reference. So it is going to be quite dynamic subject. The source for this subject is going to be very difficult for you to understand on your own. So it requires a certain level of understanding, which I will try my level best to develop in your mind. So everybody just tell me in the comment section, are you ready for the session? Everybody. Before we start, some important information. Ashutosh Sir, one of the greatest faculty for civil engineering and some of the non-tech subjects, he is going to conduct a free workshop on complete roadmap to get All India rank under 100 in GATE 2024 on 18th of February. The timing is 7:30 p.m. and in order to attend this workshop, you have to get yourself registered on the BYJU'S Exam Prep app. Once again, BYJU'S Exam Prep is going to come with the live exam analysis for Engineering Services Examination 2023, and I can very proudly say that BYJU'S Exam Prep is the only platform which gives you the most comprehensive and one-stop solution for both GATE and Engineering Services Examination. This live exam analysis is going to be conducted on the same date of the examination, that is 19th of February. Paper 1 will be starting at 5 p.m. and paper 2 at 6 p.m. in the evening. Is it clear, everybody? BYJU'S Exam Prep rank predictor tool you can use so that you can predict your rank most accurately, and you can plan your career well in advance so that you do not miss any of the important opportunity. So register yourself now. So this was the series of sessions we have planned for the non-technical portion of the Engineering Services Examination. If you are aware, you must be following these sessions. So today itself, 16th of February, Ashutosh Sir has already completed the energy and environment part, and I am taking the second part of ethics and values, which was a starting session conducted on 8th of February. If you are interested, and if you have not seen this session, you can watch it later on. Now, tomorrow, Sonu Chauhan Sir is going to take one more remaining topic, that is standard and quality practices in the production, 10 a.m. in the morning. 10 a.m. in the morning. Okay. Now, one important update for all the civil and mechanical students, guys. The Civil and Mechanical BYJU'S Exam Prep YouTube channel is bringing a complete series, that is Brahmastra series, which is completely free of cost, available. It is a YouTube course for BARC 2023 Civil and Mechanical. It is going to be starting from 22nd of February. 22nd of February. So all the civil and mechanical guys, can you tell me in the comment section, are you able to follow this? So BYJU'S Exam Prep Civil Mechanical team is bringing to you the Brahmastra series. So can you write hashtag Brahmastra in the comment section? Now for the ESE Electrical, and Computer Science, the BYJU'S Exam Prep team is bringing the Parmanu series. It is a completely free of cost YouTube series which is going to guide you for the BARC examination if you have not done well in the GATE examination, and even if you have done well, then still you can go for the BARC written examination that is going to be conducted very soon. This series is going to be starting from 24th of February. So everybody, ESE Electrical and Computer Science. Yeah, definitely I will be there. I will be there. Anytime I can help you out, I will be there. Don't worry. Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the session, everybody. So before we start the session, because this is one important session for engineering services examination, I want all of you to once again just quickly share the session with your friends and colleagues. We want more and more number of people. Yeah, that is exciting, Anirban. That is exciting. So both civil, mechanical, ESE, electrical and computer science, they are bringing Brahmastra and Parmanu series. So it's scintillating. I can see goosebumps on my hand the moment I pronounce the names. So session is going to be started now, and we are starting with morality. Everybody just tell me in the comment section, are you ready for this session? Everybody just tell me in the comment section, are you ready for the session now? Yes, everybody. So let us start with morality. And all the candidates who are comfortable in Hindi language, anytime you can stop me, you can ask me, sir, please explain in Hindi. I am not getting. I will explain it in Hindi. I am not in a hurry. I am not in a hurry. I am here for you. I am here for you only. अगर किसी को भी लगता है कि सर समझ में नहीं आ रहा है, आपने कुछ ज़्यादा अंग्रेजी में पकड़ कर दिया है, आप हिंदी में बताइए तो मैं हिंदी में बताऊंगा. मैं सिर्फ तुम्हारे लिए यहाँ पर हूँ, और जितना आप क्वेश्चन पूछना चाहते हो, जितने डाउट्स पूछना चाहते हो, you are most welcome. So let us start with morality. Already we have completed morals, ethics, values and attitude. This is what we have already completed in the previous session, and now we'll be talking about morality. I hope you have this understanding. What we call as morals? Moral values are those values which are having the individual sanction. When you only decide what is right and what is wrong, then it is moral value. It is coming from inside. It is coming from your inner voice. It's the consciousness. It's the conscience. It's the inner voice. It's the character which tells you this is right, this is wrong. Nobody is there to tell you this is right or this is wrong. The voice is coming from inside. The command is coming from inside. You don't require any external motivation to decide what is right and what is wrong. Then you are talking about moral values. Ethics or ethical values. Ethical values are those values which have the societal sanction. When the society tells you this is right and this is wrong, then it is ethics. For example, if you are going on a highway, you are driving very fast. Suddenly you see there is a notice board, there is a placard, and it mentions, do not over speed. बच्चे आपकी प्रतीक्षा में हैं, ज्यादा तेज गाड़ी मत चलाएं, शराब पीकर गाड़ी मत चलाएं. What is that? Society tells you what is right and what is wrong, then it becomes ethics. So you understand what is ethics also. What is values? Values are nothing but the importance attached to something. For example, this may be just a 1,000, 2,000 rupees pen for you, but the value of this pen may be priceless for me, because this is the pen I use to make the destiny of hundreds and thousands and lakhs of students. तुम्हारे लिए इस पेन की हो सकता है 1-2 हजार रुपए की वैल्यू हो, जबकि वैल्यूज को हम फैक्चुअल वे में नहीं समझ रहे हैं, प्राइस के हिसाब से नहीं समझ रहे हैं. बट ये पेन मेरे लिए प्राइसलेस हो सकता है, बहुमूल्य हो सकता है, अमूल्य हो सकता है, क्योंकि ये वो पेन है जिस पेन से मैं हजारों लाखों बच्चों की किस्मत लिख रहा हूं. Are you getting this point? What do you mean by values? Now comes attitude. When these moral values, ethical values, and in general other values, they are reflected upon a practical situation, they become attitudes. I hope you understand this. I hope you understand this. Yes or no? The same person having the same set of values may have different attitudes in different situations. A wrestler who is doing the wrestling, एक पहलवान जो अखाड़े में लड़ रहा है, जब वो अखाड़े में लड़ रहा है तो उसका एटीट्यूड अलग है, बट जब वो घर में आता है, अपने परिवार के साथ होता है, तो उसका एटीट्यूड ऐसा थोड़ी है कि बीवी बच्चे के साथ भी लगा हुआ है. Are you getting this? So even if somebody is a wrestler, when he is in the ring, attitude is different. When he is in the family, the attitude is different. When you are with your friends, your attitude is different. When you are with your parents, your attitude is different. When you are in your office or college, attitude is different. So when you are on the road, the attitude is different. So attitude may be different, depend upon the different situations, but values are going to be relatively permanent. You are also honest, I am also honest. But in a particular situation, whether I exhibit honesty or you exhibit honesty depends upon how much we are going to reflect upon a particular situation in terms of a value. किसी एक परिस्थिति में आप कितने ज्यादा ईमानदार हैं या मैं कितने ज्यादा ईमानदार हूं, ये इस बात पे निर्भर करेगा कि उस सिचुएशन की मेरे लिए क्या इंपॉर्टेंस है. That is called as one important term I am giving you that may come in your examination. That is moral intensity. Moral intensity. This is what we call as moral intensity. अगर एक सिचुएशन आपके लिए बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है और मेरे लिए उतनी इंपॉर्टेंट नहीं है, तो उस सिचुएशन में मेरी वैल्यू उतना अच्छे से रिफ्लेक्ट नहीं होगी, आपकी वैल्यू रिफ्लेक्ट होगी. तो इफ यू हैव more importance for a particular situation, then a particular value is going to be reflected much or better in a particular situation rather than for that person who is having less interest or less importance for that situation. This phenomena is called as moral intensity. If your moral intensity is less, the output of that moral action is going to be less. If the moral intensity is high, then the output of that moral action is also going to be high. Everybody just tell me in the comment section, are you able to follow this? Yes or no? Are you understanding these basic values, ethics, morals? See, don't put your words in the comment section. What we are discussing, please try to absorb it as much as you can. A teacher is like a lemon. You understand lemon? There are 10 people. You give the same size of lemon to 10 different people. 10 different people will be able to extract different amount of juice. So it depends on you. If you are serious for this session, you can extract 100% of juice from me. But if you are not serious, it's up to you. So be very serious in the comment section, my friends. So I hope you understand what is morals, what is ethics, what is values, and what is attitude. Now let me talk about morality. First, I will give you a simple definition and then I will give you the practical understanding of morality. Morality is a set of moral values. A set of moral values which reflects the moral quotient of a person, organization or society. अब आप बोलोगे सर कुछ समझ में नहीं आया. You will say, sir, nothing we are able to understand. Set of moral values which reflects the moral quotient. So please understand, morality is nothing but a measurement, a scale of moral values. Morality is nothing but a measurement, a scale of moral values. Suppose there are total 1000. Suppose there are total 1000 moral values in the whole world. Suppose there are total I'm just giving you one random example. Suppose there are total 1000 moral values in the whole world, and I am taking one sample student from the group. Suppose his name is Alpha. Now this student Alpha, he is having only one moral value out of these 1000 moral values. So his moral quotient is going to be 1 upon 1000 multiplied by 100. It is not like that. I am just trying to make you understand in the technical language. एक इंजीनियर किस तरीके से एथिक्स को पढ़ेगा वो मैं आपको बताने की कोशिश कर रहा हूं. ये एग्जाम में मत लिख के चले आना कि सर ने फॉर्मूला बताया था. वो घर पे आ जाएगा मिलने तुमसे, क्योंकि किसी रिसर्च पेपर में भी शायद किसी ने ना लिखा हो. So this is going to be your moral quotient. So this is your morality. This alpha may be an organization. So if that organization is having this much amount of moral values out of a set of moral values, reference values, then this is going to be the morality of that organization. And similarly, this alpha may be a society, and this society may be having this much moral values out of a reference of moral values, and this is going to be the moral quotient or the morality of that particular society. Are you getting this? Now suppose you talk about Ashutosh Sir. You are asking me, sir, what is your morality? Now Ashutosh Sir is having 1000 upon 1000 moral values. So what is my morality? 100%. I am just joking. Just trying to make it easy for you to understand. So what is morality? Now can everybody tell me in the comment section? Morality is nothing but a measurement scale of your moral quotient. Yes or no? Hello? Now you will ask me, sir, okay, great. You have given us the measurement scale for moral values. Where is the measurement scale of ethics or ethical values? I am going to tell you something extremely important. That is, if morality is a measurement scale for morals, then morality in action is going to be a measurement scale for ethics or ethical values. Now I will explain it to you. Ethical values. Why? Because ethics will only come into the picture when the society is there. When the society decides what is right and what is wrong, then it is going to be ethical values. Now, when the society is going to decide? When you are dancing in front of people. If you are dancing alone in the room, nobody is watching. So whatever you want, you can do it. But when the society is in front of you, when other people are in front of you, when people are going to judge you, then it is ethics. And people can only judge you out of your actions. What is happening in your mind cannot be seen by others. But what you do, that is going to be seen by others. You may be a very good person from inside, but you are doing all the bad things. So what others are going to think about you? They are thinking he's a mad person. He's a wrong person. Are you getting this or not? If morality is the measurement scale for morals, morality in action is going to be the measurement scale for ethics. Everybody just tell me in the comment section, are you able to follow this? Everybody just tell me, yes or no? In the comment section, are you able to follow this? And if you enjoy the session, do not miss to send me your love, because I know you respect. So I don't need respect, I just need love, a little bit of love. Let us talk about the sense of morality. Sense of morality. Sense of morality means how it is going to be approached. Yes or no? Yes or no? Suppose I tell you something. What is the meaning of sense? Suppose I tell you something. Now you will ask me, sir, what is the sense? What is the sense means how you approach this problem. So how you are approaching morality, there are two ways. It can be normative also, it can be descriptive also. I am going to tell you a root word, a master key for normative and descriptive one. Whenever you have this term normative, What is the root word? The root word is norm. Norm means ideal. What ought to be. हिंदी में भी लिख देता हूं, क्या होना चाहिए, क्या होना चाहिए. When you ask this question, what is the ideal case? Then you are talking about normative sense. Are you getting this or not? What is descriptive sense? In ethics, whenever you see this term descriptive, it has a very unique meaning. Descriptive has the keyword. The keyword is what is. What is. In Hindi, क्या है. So if normative sense tells you what is the highest possible standard, the ideal behavior, descriptive sense tells you what is the actual reality. What is the actual reality? When you go to a public place and you see on some walls there is written, do not spit here. Do not spit here. So do not spit here is normative sense. You should not spit on that wall. But Indian people are great. When they see somewhere it is written, do not spit here, their mind is saying, it means people used to spit here. That is why it is written, do not spit here. So we should spit here. इंडिया में लोग बड़े कलाकार लोग हैं. उनको अगर कहीं पर स्पिट करना है, थूकना है, तो वो देखेंगे किस दीवार पर लिखा है कि यहां थूकना मना है, क्योंकि उनको पता है जिस दीवार पर लोग थूकते थे वहीं लिखा है थूकना मना है. So what is the reality? The reality is what is. And what is the highest possible ideal standard? That is normative. Everybody just tell me in the comment section, are you able to follow this? This session is going to be extremely entertainment for you. It will relax your mind and it will give you a lot of concept. Hiren Payan, love from Gujarat. Thank you so much, buddy. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for your love. I know you respect me. Let us do one question. I know 100% of my students, not a single, चाह कर भी कोशिश करोगे तब भी क्वेश्चन एथिक्स का गलत नहीं होगा. पूरी 100% ताकत लगा लो तब भी गलत नहीं होगा. Can you answer this question? Normative inquiry refers to. Everybody in the comment section, normative inquiry refers to conflict of interest? No. Subjective nature? Wait. Subjective nature. You have to understand. When you say normative, this is ideal. This is ideal. When you are going on a highway, it is written that you should not overtake from the wrong side. This is normative. But this is subjective for everyone. This is subjective for everyone. It is written, do not spit here. Some people will follow it and some people will understand, okay, we have to spit here only because people used to have spit here only. So when something is normative, it is subjective. People may follow, people may not follow. So this is subjective also. What is ideal? It has to be subjective. Because nobody can be 100% pure. Nobody can be 100% absolute. So normative inquiry is subjective, 100% yes. Yes or no? So this is correct. What ought to be? क्या होना चाहिए? This is also correct. So what is the correct option? B and C both. D is the correct option. Everybody just tell me in the comment section, are you able to follow this? Everybody. Nature of morality. Nature of morality means what is the connotation? Okay. How it is going to be studied. So please understand, as per the nature of morality, you can divide morality into two parts, positive morality and critical morality. Let us first talk about positive morality. What is positive morality? When you wake up early in the morning, you are going and touching your parents' feet. When your relatives are coming home, your parents are saying, touch their feet. Can you ask why? You cannot ask it. You cannot ask this question. Are you getting this? That is called positive morality. that is called positive morality. So what is positive morality? Positive morality is values which are accepted by majority of people in the society. As moral truth. आप अपने माता पिता का आदर करते हैं, आपके माता पिता कह रहे हैं कि अपने रिश्तेदारों का भी आदर करो, बट आप पूछ नहीं सकते क्यों आदर करो। इस क्वेश्चन का कोई आंसर नहीं है, बिकॉज ये हमेशा से हमारे समाज में रहा है। जो हमसे बड़ा है हमें उसका सम्मान करना चाहिए। क्यों करना चाहिए आप पूछ नहीं सकते। पॉजिटिव मोरालिटी already accepted by the majority of people in the society, that is called as moral truth. What is right and what is wrong, it is 100% decided. Over a period of time it may change, but that change is going to be hundreds and thousands of years. So for the lifetime span of a normal human being, 100 years, in general there may be no change. And if anyhow a change is coming, it is coming over, fortunately, maybe hundreds and thousands of years. So for a normal human being, what is positive morality? Values which are accepted by majority of the people in the society as moral truth. So Vishwa Dwivedi is asking, Vishwa Dwivedi ji पूछ रहे हैं subjective और ideal same हुआ कि नहीं? See, ideal और subjective same नहीं है. If something is ideal, then the closeness to it is going to be subjective. आपके लिए ऑनेस्टी के मायने कुछ और हो सकते हैं, मेरे लिए ऑनेस्टी के मायने कुछ और हो सकते हैं। आपके लिए ऑनेस्टी के मायने ये हो सकते हैं कि आप उस एक्सटेंट तक ऑनेस्टी करेंगे जहां तक आपका खुद का नुकसान ना हो। मेरे लिए ऑनेस्टी का मतलब ये हो सकता है कि भले ही मैं खुद भी अपने आप को त्याग दूं, सेक्रीफाइस कर दूं, मर जाऊं मैं, लेकिन मुझे ये अचीव करना है, ये मेरे लिए ऑनेस्टी का लेवल हो सकता है। So something which is ideal, the closeness to it is going to be subjective. So normative inquiry is subjective. This is 100% correct. Everybody is getting what is positive morality. Now what is critical morality? Critical morality is something which is questioned on the basis of logic, rationality, reason, so values which can be questioned on the basis of logic, rationality, reasoning, that is called as critical morality. Now I will give you a very interesting idea, very interesting example of positive morality and critical morality. Are you ready for this? Everybody just tell me in the comment section, are you ready for this? Before Raja Ram Mohan Roy, the example belongs to Raja Ram Mohan Roy. The example belongs to Raja Ram Mohan Roy. Before Raja Ram Mohan Roy, Sati practice. Sati practice. You understand what was Sati practice? You understand what was Sati practice? Yes, Sati प्रथा. तो मैं एक छोटा सा बैकग्राउंड बता देता हूं जिससे आपको सुनने में समझने में आसानी हो। एक समय था जब सती प्रथा चलती थी, तो उसमें क्या होता था कि जनरली बाल विवाह, पहले हिंदी में बताऊंगा फिर इंग्लिश में बताऊंगा, बाल विवाह होते थे। कम समय में, कम उम्र में शादी हो जाती थी और उसके बाद गौना होता था, है ना। कुछ समय बाद जब बच्ची बड़ी हो जाती थी तो उसको उसके ससुराल भेज दिया जाता था। अब पहले के समय में क्या होता था कि ज्यादातर पुरुष युद्ध लड़ते थे, जंगल में जाते थे, शिकार करते थे, औरतें महिलाएं घर में रहती थी। तो कई बार ऐसा होता था कि जो पुरुष होता था परिवार में, उसकी मृत्यु हो जाती थी। अब उस बच्ची के बारे में सोच कर देखो कि उसके ऊपर क्या बीतती होगी। 13-14 साल की बच्ची जिसको जब अकल नहीं थी तब उसकी शादी हो गई, और जब 13-14 साल की तब भी उसको अकल नहीं है और उसको उसके ससुराल भेज दिया गया, और ईश्वर न करे पति की मृत्यु हो गई, तो उस बच्ची को उस पति की चिता के साथ दाह कर दिया जाता था। अब जरा सोच के देखो, एक छोटी सी माचिस की तीली अगर हाथ में लग जाए ना तो उई मां हो जाता है। एक जिंदा इंसान को चिता पर लिटा देना और उसको जला देना, तो डेफिनेटली कुछ ना कुछ दवाएं दी जाती होंगी या ड्रग्स दिए जाते होंगे। ड्रग्स भी एक तरीके की दवाई होती है जिससे उसको बेहोश किया जाता होगा, फिर उसको उन लकड़ियों से बांध दिया जाता होगा और फिर उसको जलाया जाता होगा। कैन यू इमेजिन द काइंड ऑफ क्रुएल्टी? For the first time, if you want to explain this in the English, I can explain it. If you understand, then it is okay. Raja Ram Mohan Rai, for the first time, he stood against it, and he protested, and he was successful in bringing a law against sati practice, and sati pratha was prohibited forever. Now, when Raja Ram Mohan Rai was not there, and majority of the people in the society have accepted that yes, sati is right, sati pratha is right, sati practice is right, then it was positive morality. But when Raja Ram Mohan Rai came into the picture and he for the first time protested and raised voice against sati practice, people understood it, because he brought new facts, scientific secular education to the masses so that people can understand this is wrong. Then when people started questioning sati practice, it became critical morality. I hope now for the rest of your life you will never ever forget what is positive morality and what is critical morality. It means over a period of time, something which was positive morality may transform into critical morality, and something which was critical morality may transform into positive morality. Because the moment Raja Ram Mohan Rai was successful in getting the law against sati practice passed in the parliament, British parliament, anti-sati practice became positive morality. Are you able to follow this? Are you able to follow this? Just tell me yes or no in the comment section. Are you able to follow this? Everybody. I hope you will never forget what is positive morality and what is critical morality. Let us go further. What is socialization? If you see the 2019, 2020, 2021 and 2022 paper, you will understand that this is important. So what is socialization? Socialization is the process through which a nascent biological infant is transformed into a mature and participative member of the society. Can you give me the best example for socialization? Yes, that is Jungle Book, Mowgli. Jungle jungle baat chali hai, pata chala hai. The small kid was raised in the forest. Yes or no? So he learned the activities of the wild animals. It means the child which is born as a biological nascent infant, He or she is like a clean slate. Now the society is going to write on this slate to transform him or her into a mature, participative. A person is a socialized person when this is ethics and values for engineering profession for engineering services examination. A member of the society is called a socialized person when he participates in the society. You are not isolated in the society. You are very much an integral part and member of this society. You should never feel that you are a different entity. No. Whatever you do and what society tells you to do, that is going to be reflected within the society in between. Is it clear, everybody? You understand what is socialization? Now, classification of socialization. Now, socialization in general can be classified as primary socialization and secondary socialization. Primary socialization is the time period up to which, this is not a fixed time period. It is not 1 year, 2 year, 3 year. Primary socialization is the time period till the child is in the interaction with the family members only, not the outside people. When the child is interacting only with the family members, then it is primary socialization. Maybe father, maybe mother, maybe grandfather, maybe grandmother, maybe you can say maternal grandfather, maternal grandmother, maybe uncles, maybe aunts, who are within the part of that family. And in the modern society, the working maids. Yes? Maid, you understand? The person. Thank you so much, Shashikant. Thank you. The person, the women who comes to your home for all the work, household work, maid. Because maid is also in that system which affects the values in the child. So primary socialization is that duration or time period in which the child interacts with the family members only, within the four walls, four boundaries of the family. Secondary socialization is going to start for the first time when the child enters into the outside world. And this secondary socialization will run or will continue till death. So secondary socialization is a very long process. And comparatively, primary socialization is having less duration. But primary socialization is extremely important in shaping the moral values of a person. Are you getting this? Suppose there is a family. Imagine करो एक परिवार है. अब कुछ तुम्हारे लिए सीखने की बात है. सेलेक्ट होके शादी तो करनी पड़ेगी. इमेजिन करो एक परिवार है. उस परिवार में एक पिता है, एक मां है और एक बच्चा है. लड़का भी हो सकता है, लड़की भी हो सकती है. अब माता और पिता के बीच में जबरदस्त लड़ाइयां हो रही हैं रोज. There has been a continuous fight between the father and the mother. Can you ever teach democracy? Can you ever teach peace to that child? Never. So primary socialization is having a significant dominant impact on one's personality, and the parent should be very careful during this period. Okay. Anyways, I hope you understand the difference between primary and it starts when child enters outside world till death. Till death. Now, there are various types of socializations which may be possible. So, maybe there may be a question. So, I have enumerated those also. For example, anticipatory socialization. Anticipatory socialization. What is the meaning of anticipation? When you anticipate something, you try to guess about the future. Yes or no? You try to guess about the future. So anticipatory socialization means, suppose, listen very carefully, right now you are preparing for engineering services. Once you get selected with a good rank, you are going to become somebody's husband, somebody's father. Yes or no? So you are anticipating, if I will become a father, if I will become a husband, if I will become a mother, if I will become a wife, then what I'm going to do. So when you anticipate something and accordingly you inculcate some values by watching others, that is called as anticipatory socialization. Is it clear, everybody? Just tell me yes or no in the comment section. Vishwa, don't put your words in the comment section. This subject is not like this V is equal to IR. Is it clear, everybody? What is re-socialization? Re-socialization means, suppose somebody is there who might be having health situation. Okay, maybe a mental asylum. Maybe he or she was in mental asylum. Maybe he or she was in prison. Maybe for some reason he was disconnected from the rest of the society. So when that person again enter into the society, then re-socialization is needed. Again he has to understand and connect to the present values. That is re-socialization. Organizational socialization. Till you are in your school or college, you may have a different set of values. You can do whatever you want to do with your friends and family. But when you enter in the organizational setup, everything is crystal clear mentioned. You cannot have a significant deviation. So within that organizational setup, there are set of values which you have to follow. That is called as organizational socialization. Group socialization. When you are in a group of your friends, your values are different. When you are in a group of your relatives, then your values are different. It means the group thinking is going to be your thinking. Group values are more or less going to be your values. Then only you can belong to that group. That is called as group socialization. Gender socialization. It is very difficult for a man to understand the real emotions and the meaning of women. And at the same time, it is extremely difficult for a woman or a girl to understand the emotions or the feelings 100% of a man. Are you getting this? Hello? Because gender roles are different. Please understand something very carefully. There is a difference between gender and sex. Sex is decided by God. Sex is decided by God or nature. God decides whether somebody is going to be a boy or girl or otherwise. But gender is what? Gender is what? Sex is male or female. Sex is male or female. Sex may be a male or female or otherwise else. But gender means man or women. Now this is man-made. This is decided or defined by the society. Society tells that if you are a man, what you should do. Society tells you that if you are a woman, what you should do. So gender roles are defined as gender socialization. Yes or no? Are you able to follow this? Just tell me yes or no. You are not commenting anything. I know you respect me, but where is the love? Important. Racial socialization. Racial socialization. And believe me, the content we are discussing right now, you will not get a single book which will have this much of content, because this is the content you can understand from the book I have written. Very soon this book is going to be in your hands on the behalf of BYJU'S Exam Prep. Like all other subjects, I was writing this book. So please understand, this is extremely important content. You will not find it easily. So racial socialization means in different races, there may be different set of values. If you go to Northeast, for most of the Indian society, it is dominated by male. Generally, we have a male-dominated society, which we in Hindi we call it Purush Pradhan Soch. Yes or no? Purush Pradhan Soch. But if you go to Northeast part of India, that is dominated by females, women. वो स्त्री प्रधान लोग हैं. So I'm not talking about racial discrimination. I'm talking about that different races or geographical regions are going to have different set of values. So that comes under racial socialization. Is it clear, everybody? Now let us understand the various agencies of socialization. Agencies means the institutions and the mechanism. What is the role performed by these institutions? So we are starting with the nascent biological infant. Nascent biological infant is like a clean slate. Whatever society wants, it can write. Whatever the society wants, it can write. Now this nascent biological infant is a self-centric biological entity. छोटा बच्चा जो होता है ना, उसको पास जीवन में सिर्फ एक एम होता है, सिर्फ एक एम होता है, दूसरा कोई एम नहीं होता है कि जब उसको भूख लगेगी तो वो रोएगा. इसके अलावा उसकी दुनिया में और कोई भी उद्देश्य नहीं. The just born baby has only one single aim till he or she becomes at least 2 year or 3 year old. That is just one aim. Whenever he or she is hungry, he or she wants food or milk. Because it is a self-centric biological entity. भगवान ने उसको ऐसा पैदा किया है कि भैया जब पैदा होगा तो इसको अगर सस्टेन करना है, सर्वाइव करना है, एग्जिस्ट करना है, जिंदा रहना है. भगवान बच्चे को सिखा के भेजता है कि दूध कैसे पीना है. उसको सिखाया थोड़ी जाता है. It is something created by God beyond science. Are you getting this? So it is a nascent, self-centric biological entity. And the first unit of society, the most fundamental unit of the society is family. The child is going to first come in the contact of family members. In the family, all the time there will be love. Yes or no? What the parents are going to do? Oh, nothing more than that. Because there is a very strong emotional bond. So family is the agency which is giving the primary socialization. And what is the function? The function is observation and learning. Within the family, if you are having the baby, you try to make different faces, the baby will make the same faces. You try to make some sounds, the baby will make the same sounds. Why? Because observation and learning. Whatever you are going to do, that visual part of learning will go into the minds of the children. You don't think whatever you are doing, oh, they are small, they will not understand anything. No, it's not like that. Are you getting that or not? Because the brain of children, the children's brain is extremely powerful. It is a powerhouse of energy. The learning capability of children is extremely manifold. Are you getting that? So observation and learning, observe it, learn it, observe it, learn it is going to be the mechanism how it is going to perform its functions. Then comes school. Now when you go to school, for the first time when the child enters into the outside world, then love is sidelined. Yes or no? पड़ोसी के बच्चे को कोई प्यार थोड़ी करता है, वो तो दिखावा होता है. दुनिया में कोई है जो पड़ोसी के बच्चे को प्यार करता है? सबको अपना बच्चा प्यारा होता है. वो अलग बात है कि पड़ोस की आंटी जी हो सकता है, उसमें भले ही इंटरेस्ट हो सकता है, बट पड़ोस का बच्चा तो किसी को प्यारा नहीं होता है. आई एम जस्ट मेकिंग अ जोक, डोंट टेक इट अदरवाइज. Now in school, for the first time when the baby is going to enter, conditioning is going to be the mechanism, reward and punishment. If you go to a school, you have completed your homework, you will get the rewards, you will get excellent. But if you don't do your homework, there will be punishment. So what is the function performed by school or the outside world for the first time? Reward and punishment. Then comes peer group. Peer group, you understand, when you are going from school to the college. Okay, so the people to whom you are in contact very frequently, they will become your peer group. Now, when you are in the peer group, you always want to have role playing. Suppose in your group, friends group, there is one boy who is very handsome, and he is always keeping his collar like this, he is always keeping his sleeves like this. So what you will do? You will always try to play the same role, you will try to imitate him, you will try to follow him. The same way for the girls. In a group of girls, at this stage when you are in the college, there may be one girl who may be the most beautiful girl in that group. So the rest of the most of the girls are going to follow what she is doing. That is called peer group, and the function is, mechanism is role playing. Then comes media. Now when you are in the college, for the first time you are getting freedom. So now you can enjoy media. Media can be anything. Media can be social media, media can be electronic media, media can be print media, media can be movies, media can be so many other things. Now media, when you come in contact with media, it's about trial and error. You will try, and if you are getting what you want, then it is okay. If you don't get, you will leave it. You will go to the other piece of information. For example, somebody is saying, if you put this cream on your face, your skin will glow. There is one piece of information coming from the media. Yes or no? Now, for 5-6 years, you are putting that cream on your face and you are becoming more and more dark, like a coal. So what will happen? You will leave that cream. Trial and error. Media is all about false needs. Media is all about false needs. PCIM and civil. Thank you, Mr. Thank you. So I want to return back all the love towards the people of Jammu and Kashmir. Is it clear, everybody? What is false need? Something you don't need, but media is telling you, do you have salt in your toothpaste? क्या आपके टूथपेस्ट में नमक है? भैया मुझे चाहिए ही नहीं नमक. नमक खाने में खाऊंगा मैं, टूथपेस्ट से दांत साफ होंगे. So media is all about false needs. Then we have religious institutions and the workplace. Now this is something which is extremely important, and that is your identity. Identity is extremely important. Whatever you are doing in your life, you are only doing for identity. You may be small right now, you may not understand this, but when you will grow up a little, you will understand what I am saying. And the situation of identity crisis. Identity crisis. This is the most dangerous situation. If a person is having identity crisis, this is the most dangerous situation. This type of person may do anything. May commit suicide also, may kill other also, if there is identity crisis. Now understand what is identity. Identity means identification. You are born in a family. You don't decide you are born in which family. But when you are born in a family, you identify yourself with that family, with the values, with the background, socio-economic and cultural capital that you are getting, inheriting from that family is your identification. Which school you are doing your schooling, that is also part of your identity. जैसे मैं लखनऊ में हूं तो कुछ लोग बोलते हैं मैं CMS से पढ़ा हूं, मैं तो बहुत छोटे स्कूल से पढ़ा हूं, महात्मा गांधी मॉन्टेसरी. अगर कोई हो महात्मा गांधी मॉन्टेसरी से तो उसको बहुत ढेर सारा आशीर्वाद. मैं तो बहुत छोटे स्कूल से पढ़ा हूं. बट आप जिस स्कूल से पढ़ते हैं वो भी आपकी आइडेंटिटी का एक हिस्सा है. आप जिस कॉलेज में जाते हैं, the college in which you go for your studies, that is also part of your identity. Last is the workplace, where you do your profession, your job, that decides your identity. And parallelly throughout this process, religion is going to play a very important role. Your religious identity you cannot change easily. It is very difficult. Is it clear, everybody? Just tell me yes or no, everybody, in the comment section. Let us go to the next one. Now the next thing after socialization, in the previous year, maybe 21 or 22, they have asked a question on societal development. So please understand what is societal development. Please understand what is societal development. Now please understand, societal development is nothing but significant reflection of social change. Now social change is a technical word. Social change is a technical word in sociology. So don't take it lightly, okay? Don't use your words. Whatever words I'm telling you, please understand it in that context only. So in every society, there will be some changes over a period of time. But when you talk about the social changes in the basic structure of the society, it takes a very long period of time. I can give you a very simple example. We started with a group. You understand Kabila? We started with a Kabila, a small group of people. Then we got family. That family was a joint family. Then we got nuclear family. What is the condition of joint family? There will be only one kitchen and there will be minimum 3 generations living together. That is called as joint family. One kitchen and 3 generations living together. That is called as joint family. Thank you, Arun. Thank you. Listen. That is called as the condition for joint family. Then over a period of time, we got nuclear family. Parents are living separately and children are living separately with their partners. So, mummy, papa, or bachcha, bachchi. Are you getting that? Parents and children together. That is nuclear family. Now we are witnessing a new change. That is neo-nuclear family. We are witnessing a new change. First it was a group. Then it became joint family. Then we got nuclear family. And now we got neo-nuclear family. In neo-nuclear family, even the husband and wife, they are living separately. For 6 months, children are living with parents, fathers, and 6 months they are living with mother. Something like that, some agreement between them. So this social change is going to happen over a long period of time, and that will be reflected in a broad way in the societal development process. I hope you understand what is societal development. So please understand, we started as hunters and gatherers. Hunters and gatherers means, as a hunter we have to kill other animals and eat them instantly, because if you keep it raw, it will become maligned, not suitable for the eating purpose. Yes or no? So immediately after the hunting, we have to eat it. So today I have hunted, eaten up. Now tomorrow also I have to hunt. So every day was a life struggle. Gatherers, gathering fruits, vegetables, leaves, something which we can eat. Just remember the historical phase. Hunters and gatherers. Now we invented something very great. Without invention, there can be no significant change. We invented fire. Stone. Okay, stone rubbing together against each other. The moment we invented fire, for the first time we understood, if that raw meat we can cook in the fire, that raw meat will go or run up to 2-3 days. Yes or no? The raw meat will be damaged within few hours. But if you cook it and store it, then it will be stored for a couple of days. The moment you got 2-3 days, population explosion happened. Yes or no? Population explosion happened. So that is small group, when there was a surplus, they become pastoralist or horticulturist. We started keeping the animals for milk, meat, eggs and so many other things. That is called as horticulturalist and pastoralist. Pastoralist means from this place to this place. Some months we are living here. When we have exploited it, we will go to other place. That is called as what we call as in Hindi. There was a movie also. Banjara. Okay. Now with this, the population will become more and more. So it will be denser population. So now you are transforming into, to feed the big population, you require agriculture. Agriculture will lead to specialization. Somebody will plug the field, somebody will put the seed, somebody will give water, somebody will cut the crop. So there will be specialization. Then comes the industrial phase. Industrial phase will be assisted by technology. Now technology will lead to post-industrial society, and in the post-industrial society there will be inequality. Post-industrial society means that even though you got the machinery, you got the technology, but still you are crippling with the basic issues. The issues which you are facing here, the same issues you are facing here. Here also husband was fighting with the wife, wife was fighting with the husband. Here also husband is fighting with the wife, wife is fighting with the husband. I am just giving you one interesting example. I hope you are able to follow it. Everybody just tell me yes or no in the comment section. See, if the numbers are going to reduce like this, then I will not complete this session. I will stop it. Okay. I was not thinking to plan this one more session because the examination is very close. But because I got so many requests from so many students, that is why I am here in front of you. So if you are not interested, we can stop after some time. But if you are interested, I am ready to be here. I hope you understand this. What is a social fact? In the language of sociology, social fact is a social institution. Social institution. What is the best example? Family. Now in any society, I am not trying to do that because the numbers are drastically decreasing. Okay. So that gives me a wrong reflection that actually you don't need this class, and I am imposing this class on you. That looks like. So that is why I was saying. Anyways. So for example, in every society, there are certain institutions which perform certain functions. For example, society cannot function without family. So family is a social institution. This social institution is called, in the language of sociology, social fact. Are you getting this? Everybody, whatever definition I am giving you, you can keep it up to that. Okay, don't go much beyond because you are not supposed to read the whole sociology, the whole philosophy. Are you getting that? How much can be asked in your examination? I have quite filtered it, so keep it like that only. Now there is a theory which is called as theory given by two thinkers, Merton and Parson. You don't need to remember the name, but if you can remember, then it is okay. Merton and Parson, and they have given a theory of structural functionalism. The basic idea is that you understand this theory. Listen, listen, listen. I'm not doing that. Please listen, listen. What is the meaning of this theory, structural functional theory? Structural functionalism theory says that in any society, there are different social facts or institutions which have a specific function to perform in the society. And that function in general cannot be performed by the other institutions. Are you getting that? Are you able to follow this? What is this structural functionalism theory? ये क्या बोल रहा है? This theory has two words. Number one is structure. So structure means there will be segregated institutions. Maybe family, maybe government, maybe different sections of society. Are you getting this? So these structures are going to perform specific functions. If you want, you can write it in your own words in your notebook, because everything if I write here, it will take the whole night. And these functions in general are not performed by other institutions in the society. For example, family. Now, for the first time in your life, you are going to see the definition of family. We all have families, but can you define family? Family को आप define कैसे करोगे? बता सकते हो? Now try to understand. Family is a network of emotions. Cannot be replicated anywhere else. This is the definition of family. If you want, you can tell this definition to your friends and family members also. आपकी जिंदगी में कितना भी खराब हो रहा हो, how much bad your life is going through, but the moment you go to your mother and your mother keeps your head in her lap and says, don't worry, everything will be okay. You cannot imagine this kind of emotion. A network of emotion cannot be replicated anywhere else. When you are sad, when you think you have lost everything, and you go to your father, even if your father himself is having a lot of problems, your father will tell you, don't worry. Keep facing the challenge, keep facing the problems, and that will give you a lot of strength. So family is a network of emotions which cannot be replicated anywhere else. And family is one structure of this society. I hope you are getting this. So you understand these are different structures or the social institutions. For example, race, ethnicity, social class, culture, deviance, law, crime, stratification. We have gender, then we have family. Now family is performing various functions. It is affecting the culture, getting affected by the culture, religion. So many things. Everything that you can observe in the society will come into this philosophy of structural functionalism. I hope you understand this. Extremely important for this year, 2023. When you will see the paper, you will remember my name. You will remember me. Social change. I already explained to you social change. A process which is extremely slow but constant. Social change is something which will go with an extremely low speed. Social change is not that today night you are sleeping and tomorrow morning when you wake up, you are a different person or the society is completely different. It is not going to happen. Are you getting that? And this social change is inevitable. Inevitable means you cannot avoid it. Are you getting this? Hello? You cannot expect something to happen the way you want in the society because social change is the only constant. Change is the only constant. Social change will happen. I hope you understand what is this, what is the meaning of this social change. Now, let us talk about the patterns of social change. Now, social change may happen in the cyclic manner. May happen in the cyclic manner. Social change may happen in the one-directional nature, or the social change may happen as a combination of cyclical also and one-directional also. Let me give you some examples in brief so that you understand it. Cyclical change is going to be for a short period of time. When your reference is a short period, okay? When I say short period, in terms of social change, then you understand it is somewhere around, it is somewhere around hundreds of years because social change is an extremely slow process. So, for this short period of time, cyclical change is going to be the pattern of social change. For example, there was a time when you were a small baby. When you were a small baby. Now you have grown up. Now you have grown up. After some years, you will be married. Then you will take the place of your father. You will become a father. And for girls, they will become mothers. Now your father will become grandfather. So there is a cyclical process. For a short period of time, it goes. It goes and goes and goes. You cannot stop it. Then comes the one-directional change. One-directional change. This you can understand for a long span, for a long period of time. Now, can you imagine that you can again go back to the forest and live the life of a tribal? No. Hello? If you are addicted to live in the air condition, you will never ever be able to live without air condition. Okay? You will not be able to live in that air cooler or the fan or that hand fan. You remember hand fan? Are you getting that? Any doubt you can ask me. Now this combined pattern of social change, it is something like this, like a spiral, cyclical also and one directional also. So this is the actual social change. Social change cannot be 100% linear and cannot be 100% cyclical. Actually, it is a combination of both of them. Mechanism of social change. We have seen the pattern of social change. Now the mechanisms of social change. I can tell you UPSC can ask you this much. That is why I am teaching you this. It is very logical, very common sense thing. The only thing is, if you don't understand that cyclical changes for short period of time, you get a question, you will not be able to solve it, but now you can understand it. I hope you understand. Now, what is the mechanism of social change? What is the mechanism of social change? Just one moment. Just give me one moment. Something I want to correlate here. Just a moment. Yes. There was a little confusion in this. Now see, because they have actually exchanged this. So this accumulation, selection and differentiation, it belongs to one directional change. It belongs to one directional change. Okay, it belongs to one directional change. Then we have saturation and exhaustion. This is for cyclic change. Okay. Then conflict, competition and cooperation. This is for the combination of linear and cyclical change. What is the meaning of this accumulation, selection and differentiation? Now you understand like this. Suppose you are going through a road and you see there are lot of leaves. आप सड़क से जा रहे थे, आपने देखा बहुत सारे सूखे पत्ते हैं और आपकी नजर पड़ी, आपने देखा अरे यार इसके बीच में एक 2000 का नोट भी है. You saw that there are leaves on the ground and there are some 2000 rupees notes inside that leaves. So what you will do? You will quickly put all the leaves and the 2000 rupees notes in a bag. That is accumulation. That is accumulation. When you reach to your home, you will do the selection. You will keep the 2000 rupees notes and you will separate the leaves. And then differentiation. Then you will throw the leaves and you will put those 2000 rupees notes into your pocket. So this is followed in case of one directional change. In the one directional change, the mechanism is accumulation, selection and differentiation. When you come to cyclical change, it is saturation and exhaustion. Saturation and exhaustion, you understand. Suppose you are going through a process. You are going through a process. At certain point, you feel saturated. Why? Because आपने सोचा कि भैया मुझे अमीर आदमी बनना था. दोनों बड़े ध्यान से, बड़ा अच्छा एग्जाम्पल है. आपने सोचा कि मुझे जिंदगी में अमीर आदमी बनना है, पैसे ही सब कुछ होता है. You think money is everything in life when you are young and you want to earn lot of money. Anything can be the example of combined. Okay, anything, whatever examples I am giving you for one directional and cyclical change, they are not absolute. So every practical example is going to be just a combination of cyclical and one directional. I am just trying to make it simple for you to give simple examples, but it's not like that. But you don't need to do the PhD, you just need to solve the questions in the examination. So when you are young, you want to earn a lot of money. After you become very rich, around 40-45 years of age, now you again want to enjoy that childhood. Saturation and exhaustion, cyclical, going back to the starting point, going back to the starting point. I hope you understand this with this example. Is it clear, everybody? Now we come to conflict, competition and cooperation. Conflict, competition and cooperation. What will happen? Please understand. Change is never possible without conflict. You must have seen people, आपने देखा होगा ना कुएं के मेढक. तो कुएं के मेढक टाइप के जो लोग होते हैं वो जिंदगी भर क्या होते हैं? बहुत खुश रहते हैं, को बड़ा मजा आता है. हा मजा आ गया जिंदगी में. फिर देखी कहां तुमने जिंदगी, तो कुएं के मेढक हो. आसमान जब तक नहीं देखा तब तक तुमने क्या देखा, जब तक समुद्र नहीं देखा तो तुमने क्या देखा. So until and unless there is a crisis situation, conflict situation, never ever there will be a change. So for change, conflict is important. Without conflict, there can be no change. Now when there is a conflict, there will be competition. Other is saying this, you are saying this. There will be a conflict, competition. You want to prove yourself right, he wants to prove himself right. I am just giving you one example. After some time, there will be cooperation. You will go one step back, he will also go one step back, and there will be a common minimum program. Okay, this is right. It may be a person, it may be a situation, it may be an event, it may be something else also. It may be just a thought in your mind. So conflict, competition and cooperation is going to be for the combined pattern of social change. Is it clear, everybody? Just tell me yes or no in the comment section. Everybody just tell me yes or no. Yes or no? Now, last year they have asked a question, maybe 21, I think, if I can remember positively, it is 21. Okay, 21. And the question they have asked, that question requires the understanding of this Prisma-Sella model given by one author, and the name of the author is Fred W. Riggs. In short, you can remember as Riggs. Fred W. Riggs. बात समझ में आ रही है? इनकी कहानी सुननी है कि नहीं सुननी है? फ्रेड डब्ल्यू रिग्स की. So he was, this person Riggs, he was basically talking about comparative administration. Comparative administration. Comparative administration means basically he wanted to learn. The administrative system of developing countries. So definitely, who is going to support his studies? Countries like America, countries like Europe. Why? Because why? If I want to exploit you, so I can only exploit you if I know about your systems. They are not going for the study of least developed countries. Understand? Superficially they are doing, but they are not having intention. Why? Because जिसके पास पहले से ही कुछ नहीं, उससे क्या लेंगे? Resources are with developing countries. I'm not demeaning his work. I'm just telling you one harsh reality. So this person, Fred W. Riggs, he was basically doing the comparative administration study, and he was studying the administrative system of developing countries. This background is important, then only you will understand. Now he has given a concept of Prisma-Sella model. Prisma-Sella model. So this Prisma and Sella are basically the administrative and the economic systems of developing countries. We'll understand a little bit. He has used three basic tools. We don't need to go much deeper into this. Just the name is going to be sufficient. Ecological approach, structural functional approach, and ideal models. What is ecological approach? You can note it down. You can note it down in your notebook. No need to go into much deeper. Ecological approach is made of the term ecology. Ecology. Ecology means, suppose I want to study a particular nation or country. So first I will read about its geography, its culture, its values. Then I will understand the society and its systems. This is called as ecological approach. Then we have structural functionalism. Structural functionalism is a more mature form of ecological approach. Different structures of the society I will understand, and what are the functions performed by them I will understand. Then we have ideal models. Ideal models means you have in your mind made ideal construct that this is going to be developed, this is going to be developing, and this is going to be least developing or undeveloped, underdeveloped. So my God, thank you so much. Abhinav Sir is with us. So everybody just show your love and respect to Abhinav Sir. He is with us in the session, and he is just recommending you that you enjoy the session and you do not forget to start Brahmastra series for BARC at on 22nd, if I don't, I think 24th, sir. Sorry, 22nd of February. So everybody just show your love and respect to Abhinav sir. So I hope you understand this. So Fredericks has followed 3 tools: ecological also, structural functional also, and ideal models also. Now the first model he has used, that is the Agraria Industria model. Agraria Industria model, I will just give you the brief idea. This much content, if you want, you can read. I will just tell you the crux of the situation so that we can save time, and later on you can give a little bit of reading and you will understand it. And the PDF, yes, PDF, very important. Where you will be getting the PDF? PDF of this session you will be getting on my personal Telegram channel on BYJU'S Exam Prep, that is Electrical by Ashutosh Saxena. Is it clear? Electrical by Ashutosh Saxena. Now understand, Agraria model means the model which is constructed for an agrarian society, a society in which agriculture is the most dominant profession. And industrial model means that society in which industry is going to be the major economic activity. On the basis of these 2 different professional activities, one is agricultural and one is industrial. Agriculture based society is going to be based on ascriptive values. Now please, something for your notebook, please note it down. Something extremely important may come into the examination. What is ascriptive values? Which family you belong, that is your ascriptive values. You cannot change it. You may be born in a rich family, affluent family. You may be born in a poor family. You may be born in a middle class family. You cannot change it. That is called ascriptive value. Tata ka beta Tata hoga. Yes or no? Ambani ka beta Ambani hoga. Adani ka beta Adani hoga. You can't change it. Ascriptive values. But it is not because of you, it is because of your family. Ascriptive values means something which you are getting from your family. Industrial society is based on achievements. अब राजा ही का बेटा राजा नहीं बनेगा, जिसके अंदर प्रतिभा होगी वो राजा बन जाएगा. If you have the capability, if you have the potential, you can break the barriers and you can reach up to that height. That is called achievement values. Is it clear, everybody? There will be particularistic norm. There will be universalistic norm. Everybody wants to eat McDonald's burger, KFC burger, industrial society. Yes or no? Somebody wants to eat this, somebody wants to eat that, agriculture based society. Diffuse pattern. It means you will not understand which part, which structure of the society is performing which function. Yes or no? The person, yes Arun, ESE का पेपर भी सॉल्व होगा गेट की तरह. And that is the particular speciality of BYJU'S Exam Prep. Is the only platform which gives you a complete comprehensive one-stop solution for both GATE and ESE. Nobody else do that. So you understand diffuse means what? This is specific, specialization. Here a person who is doing the agriculture may be the doctor also. He is giving some Ayurvedic medicine. I am not making fun of it, I am just telling you the situation. Here, industrial society, doctor cannot be agriculture. Farmer is different, doctor is different. Stable local groups and spatial mobility. Stable means you cannot change your groups very easily. It is very difficult. The family you are born with, the identity you are carrying with yourself, you cannot change it very easily. But in the industrial society, very easily you can do it. If you do a lot of hard work and you clear the engineering services examination, the moment you clear, you will become a successful person within no time. So high mobility. So these are the other things that you can follow. Now fused, prismatic and diffracted model. Okay, fused, prismatic and diffracted model. So I will just tell you some idea, then you will understand. Suppose this is a prism. There is a white light going. There is a white light going like this. There is a white light glowing. What will happen? It will get diffracted, something like this. And then it will be like this. Something like this. So this is what we are calling as diffracted. This is the diffracted one. Vibgyor. I'm just giving you one example, okay? So everything is clear cut, crystal clear cut. That is diffracted society. And it belongs to developed countries, developed nations, developed countries or developed nations. Here this is the fused society. Fused society. And this is agrarian or traditional society. Traditional society. This is called prismatic society. Now this prismatic society, which is a combination of fused and diffracted one, combination of both of these, this is what is for developing countries, developing countries. This diagram will give you enough understanding. Is it clear, everybody? So you can read about these things. We have to move a little faster. The same thing, okay? Same thing. Ascriptive. Your family decide what is your status in the society in the fused model, agrarian or traditional society. Diffracted society, developed countries like America, Europe. Your achievement decide what is your positioning in the society. Now prismatic society, your family also decide and your achievement also decide. Are you getting this, everybody? So I want you to give me a small break because I am taking classes continuously from 7 p.m. in the evening. So it is around 9 we have started, I hope. Sorry, 10 we have started, 10 we have started. So 1.5 hours. So let us take a 2 minutes break and then we are going to start again. Okay? Not 2 minutes actually, around 5 minutes. Is it okay? But कसम खाओ कि लौट के आओगे. But promise me that you will come back. Otherwise, I will not give you the break. Okay? Both the channels. You will come back, I hope. Okay. So please take a break for 5 minutes. So guys, welcome back. Everybody just tell me in the comment section, are you there? And please remember when you go to your school trip, college trip, then when you come back to the bus, then your teacher is saying, please count that everybody is okay. Everybody is in the bus. So guys, just join again, join fast so that we can start. And let me tell you what I'm going to discuss now. 2022, there was a question. There was a question for Carol Gilligan. Carol Gilligan. She is a lady and she talked about the psychological development. Psychological development means किस तरीके से किसी भी इंसान में वैल्यूज फ्यूज होती हैं, वैल्यूज डेवलप होती हैं. तो इन्होंने बेसिकली विमेन मोरालिटी, विमेन की जो मोरालिटी होती है उसके ऊपर बात करी थी. अभी हम उसकी भी बात करेंगे. विमेन की जो मोरालिटी होती है, he said that the morality of women is different from morality of men. That is her greatest contribution. So there was a question last year 2022, that is why. And she is you can search it on internet also after the session or right now also. She is the scholar, but he is the classical thinker on this topic. So you have to understand Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of needs in order to understand Carol Gilligan. Is it clear, everybody? Are you there? Just tell me yes or no in the comment section. 2022, there was a question on this, so you have to read it. Everybody just tell me. Just a moment. Shall we start? Okay. Now you have to listen it like a story and you will remember it forever. Yes, everybody. To understand Abraham Maslow, his name was, the complete name was Abraham Maslow's. He has given a theory of hierarchy of needs. You understand what is the meaning of hierarchy? Hierarchy means there is a sequence, the sequence which cannot be jumped. That is called hierarchy. Hierarchy of needs. Needs, you understand, needs mean desire. Today you need something, tomorrow you need something, today your desire is something, tomorrow your desire is something. So Abraham Maslow said, you can note it down in your notebook if you want, that any person's need decide what is his or her motivation level. Are you getting this? He said that your immediate need will decide what is your motivation level, and that kind of values will get into your personality. That is very logical. Yes or no? So he has given basically 5 types of needs. In any human being, there can be 5 types of needs, and there is a hierarchy. Hierarchy means you cannot jump from this need to this need. From the first level to the 5th level, you cannot jump. From the first level, you will go to the 2nd, then 3rd, then 4th, and then 5th. Are you getting this? Now, the first need is physiological need. Physiological need, something which is related to your body. Which is related to your body. You can call it physical needs. Physical needs are those needs which are important for the very survival. For the very survival. If you want to survive, if you want to live, you need food. Yes or no? If you want to survive, roti, kapda or makan, you can write it in the short. That is your physical need. Once your physical needs are completed, once you have enough food, once you have clothes, okay, once you have shelter, roti, kapda or makan, Once this need is completed, then you go to the next level, that is safety need. Safety need means, जैसे एक बहुत अच्छा कॉमेडी का मीम आया था कि मुझे कल की चिंता नहीं है, मुझे चिंता है परसों की, क्योंकि कल तक की सेविंग तो है मेरे पास. So that roti kapda makan or physical needs you have for today, maybe tomorrow, but what will happen day after tomorrow? So you want to secure yourself. It means you want a certain job, you want a certain profession, you want a constant livelihood, you want a salary, you want certain money, fixed money every month to run your needs and family. So this calls safety need, or sometimes it is also called as security needs. You want to secure yourself, you want to play safe. Once this need is also completed, then you go to the next level, that is belonging need. This is also called as social need. This is also called as social need. What is the meaning of social need? Your food, shelter, clothes completed at the first level. Then you got a job at the second level. What is the third level? Now you want to associate with others. You want to go to the parties. You want to spend time with your friends. You want to spend time with your colleagues. Apart from the family also. This is called social needs or belonging needs or love needs. Are you getting this? Everybody tell me in the comment section. Once this need is also fulfilled, then you go to the next level, that is esteem need, or it is also called as self-esteem need. I will give you one simple example and you will remember it for the rest of your life. Take the example of Mr. Malia. I will not take the full name. There may be a problem. Mr. Malia, physical needs completed. Safety needs, money completed. Love belonging needs, association with others completed. But still he is going to conduct the F1 race. You remember? Before he left India, he was organizing F1 race in India. Why? Why? Why big celebrities, they are putting money in the IPL? They don't want to earn money from it. Because lakhs and crores of people are watching IPL, so they want to be there in that group where people are present. They want recognition of their contribution, their achievement in the society. That is called self-esteem need. You want society to accept that you have achieved. That is why you are putting money in the IPL, na? If a particular team wins the IPL, how much money he is getting? And you see how much money they are putting in each individual player. Money is a different aspect in that, but they want to be in the mind of the people. Self-esteem need. The last need, this is very difficult to achieve, and that is why we are saying these four needs are deficiency needs. When you don't have something, then these type of needs are coming. When you don't have food, shelter, cloth, physiological or physical needs. When you don't have a job or money, safety needs. When you don't have association with others, belonging or love or social needs. When you don't have that recognition in the society, when something is not present, deficiency, then you have these needs. Vishwa is saying SOKH. What is SOKH? Where is SOKH? I am not getting what you are saying. आपका डाउट क्या है मुझे बताइए. What is SOKH? Are you getting that? Now this need, which is called being need means because you have something, then only you can have this need. This is called self-actualization need. I will give you one example, very interesting story, and you will remember it. There was a philosopher whose name was Diogenes. Have you heard about it? There was a philosopher, yes, Wagmi. there was a philosopher whose name was Diogenes. During the time of Alexander, he was one of the greatest philosophers of Alexander's time. He used to live you are talking about happiness. Wait, I will tell you. You will understand. After this story, you will understand everything about self-actualization need. So this philosopher, Diogenes, he was a great philosopher, but he used to live inside a broken bathtub on a pile of garbage. एक जगह कूड़े का ढेर लगा रहता था और वहां पर किसी का टूटा बाथटब था, उसके अंदर ये महाशय रहते थे. So every morning when Alexander was going from that road, he used to observe this person Diogenes. Every morning he will lit a candle. जैसे ही सुबह होती थी, सूरज की पहली किरण आती थी, वो एक मोमबत्ती जला देता था. And in the evening when the Alexander was returning home, he used to blow that candle. उस मोमबत्ती को बुझा देता था. अब अलेक्जेंडर बड़ा परेशान हो गया, कह रहा अजीब आदमी है ये. नॉर्मली लोग प्रकाश तब करते हैं, मोमबत्ती तब चलाते हैं जब अंधेरा होता है. जब सूरज उगता है तो ये मोमबत्ती जला देता है, जब अंधेरा होता है तो मोमबत्ती बुझा देता है. Now Alexander was getting very impatient. He wanted to know why he is doing this. So one day Alexander stopped and approached this great person and said, why you blow the candle in the morning and why you blow it off in the evening? What is the reason? Now this person did not answer Alexander. The person who has won, वो राजा जिसका बहुत बड़ा साम्राज्य था, जिसने पता नहीं कितने देश जीत लिए, अब ये क्वेश्चन पूछ रहा है अलेक्जेंडर, ये आंसर नहीं कर रहा है. एक दिन हो गया, 2 दिन हो गया, कह रहा बड़ा बदतमीज आदमी है, मैं क्वेश्चन पूछता हूं ये आंसर नहीं करता है. तो किसी ने बताया अलेक्जेंडर को, somebody told Alexander that he is a great philosopher, he is not a normal human. If you want to talk to him, you have to go to him like a student, like a disciple, not as a king, not as an emperor. Now Alexander understood and he went to this person and he said, महाशय, मैं आपका चेला हूं, मैं आपका स्टूडेंट हूं. अब आप मुझे बताइए कि सूरज निकलते ही आप मोमबत्ती जला देते हैं और शाम होते ही बुझा देते हैं, क्यों? और क्या मैं आपके लिए कुछ कर सकता हूं? The Mr. Diogenes said that if you want, as a king, if you want to do something for me, just stay away from my path, because before you came here, I was getting the sunshine. The moment you stood, your shadow is coming on me. Now Alexander was completely going out of his mind. This person Diogenes, who could have asked anything from the king or the emperor, who has won the whole world approximately, he is saying, if you want to do something for me, just get away from my path. Then Alexander asked him, okay, I am leaving your path, leaving your sunshine. Now tell me, why you blow the candle in the morning and blow it off in the evening? Then Diogenes said, the light of sun is not enough to find a good person on this earth. So I am adding the light of one candle so that I can ever find a good person on this earth. Now Alexander went into his feet. उसने बोला, भैया अपनी कृपा में ले लो अब तो. This person Diogenes, he became the guru or the teacher of Alexander. One day there was a great exhibition of a painting, different paintings in one of a great palace, golden palace. Alexander invited him and the painter was with Alexander the king. Alexander asked Diogenes that how do you feel about the paintings and this golden palace? Diogenes actually spitted on the face of painter. उसने क्या किया? पेंटर के मुंह पे थूक दिया. Now Alexander was very angry. Why he is doing so? Then Diogenes said The whole palace is made of gold and the paintings are so beautiful. The only thing which I found suitable to spit on, that is the face of the painter. So I spit on the face of the painter. Now in the European world, whenever a king used to leave his kingdom forever, so there is a function which is called the Last Supper. The Last Supper. Supper means food. Supper means food. Now in this function, the king has to tell that if he gets the next life, what he wants to become. Diogenes was not present there, and everybody asked him, King Alexander, the greatest king ever, if you come back to earth again, what you want to become? Alexander said, I want to become Diogenes. Now you will understand self-actualization. You are not following the right race to become an engineer. You are following your passion, self-actualization. You are not thinking about position, money, authority, achievement in the society. You are thinking what gives you the real satisfaction or happiness. That is self-actualization. You can take the example of Gandhiji also. Still people call him Mahatma, father of the nation. But he never did anything in favor of his family. The greatest sacrifice he has done. I hope you understand this now. Everybody just tell me yes or no in the comment section. Are you getting this? Abraham Maslow's hierarchy of needs. What is the first important point? The needs are going to be in a rigid sequence. You cannot jump it. First, second, third, fourth, fifth. Physical need, roti kapda makan. Safety, security, getting money, job or security for the future. Social need or love or belonging need to associate with others members of the society. Self-esteem need so that your recognition is there in the society. Self-actualization need, when you don't think about any external motivation, you yourself from inside is the motivation. And people who are in this category of self-actualization need, they do wonders in their life. But let me tell you, next morning you don't try to come into this category. This is very dangerous. Don't try to become a Baba. Becoming a Baba is different, Jholi Baba, and becoming a person who has this need in actually, that is self-actualization need, is completely different. I hope you understand. Everybody just tell me in the comment section. Are you able to follow this? Everybody, yes. Go to the next one. Now the first thinker we are going to talk about the psychological development or moral development, that is Lawrence Kohlberg. Lawrence Kohlberg's stages of moral development. Now what he has done, Lawrence Kohlberg, you have to remember the name. Lawrence Kohlberg, he has done one experiment. Okay, he has done one experiment. What experiment he has done? Let me tell you in short. Later on you can read it and revise it. He has done one experiment on two group of children. Group 1 and group 2. He has experimented. हाँ विश्व, आप पूछ सकते हैं डायोजेनिस के बारे में क्या सवाल है, बताइए. Why I'm giving you the example of Diogenes to make you understand the self-actualization need is means when you are at this level, nothing can motivate you externally. Not the money, not the power, not the love, not the association, nothing. Are you getting this? People who have done wonders in the history of human race, they belong to that category only. Okay, later on, some other day, you can talk to me on this issue because otherwise we have very limited time. So this thinker, this person, Lawrence Kohlberg, he has done one experiment on two group of children. Now I want to ask you one fundamental question. Why he has experimented on children? Because the response he is getting from the children is going to be pure. Children have pure emotions. If you trouble a children, even if you are a father, the child is going to slap you because it's a true emotion. He or she has no fear. So whatever is inside, that will be outside. But if you perform the same experiment with the matured person, inside something else, outside something else. That is why he has experimented on two group of children. Group 1 children were children of younger children, comparatively. Younger children. Younger children. And group 2 belong to elder children. Elder children. Now what conclusion he has observed? He saw that the group 1 younger children, they are taking decisions on the basis of consequence. On the basis of consequence. Very important thing I am discussing. May come a question. Next year you will, this year you will, last year you have a question on Carol Gilligan. After this we'll talk about Carol Gilligan. And this year, 2023, you may have a question on Lawrence Kohlberg. 100% I'm sure, 100%. That is why I'm going up to this depth. Now, he has observed that the group 1 younger children, they are taking decisions on the basis of consequence, whereas group 2 children, who are elder children, they are taking decisions on the basis of intuition. Now, this was quite remarkable experiment. A very revolutionary experiment. Because generally what we are thinking, generally हम क्या सोचते हैं कि किसी भी एक्शन का कॉन्सिक्वेंस सोचकर हम डिसीजन लेते हैं. लॉरेंस कोलबर्ग ने कहा नहीं, गलत है. कोलबर्ग ने कहा कि हम ज्यादातर कॉन्सिक्वेंस के हिसाब से डिसीजन नहीं लेते हैं, हम इंट्यूशन के हिसाब से डिसीजन लेते हैं, क्योंकि बड़े बच्चों ने इंट्यूशन के हिसाब से डिसीजन लिया, जबकि छोटे बच्चों ने कॉन्सिक्वेंस के हिसाब से लिया. बट ये पॉसिबल कैसे है? तो इसका आंसर भी दिया कोलबर्ग ने. कोलबर्ग आंसर्ड इट. ही सेड consequence does not require memory, it requires analysis only. If there is a small baby and he or she is not getting milk, they know what to do. They will cry. Consequence, they know that if they cry, they will get the milk. If they cry, they will get the chocolate. If they cry, they will get the toys. Consequence based action. When you come to the elder children, they have a memory. What is intuition? Intuition is nothing but memory. Intuition is nothing but memory. Sometimes we feel something happened and you feel, oh, I was thinking this is going to be happening. कई बार ऐसा लगता है ना, कुछ हुआ तो लगता है कि अरे मैं तो यही सोच रहा था, मुझे कैसे पता चला, मुझे पहले नहीं पता चला. Already your brain, there is a subconscious brain which is processing 24/7 even when you sleep and taking millions and billions of decisions. Are you getting this? On the basis of this experiment, this intuition is nothing but memory. Intuition is nothing but memory. So, on the basis of this experiment, Lawrence Kohlberg, he has given 6 stages and divided them into 3 levels: pre-conventional level, conventional level and post-conventional level. Pre-conventional and post-conventional. Experiment I have already explained to you. Now you see the levels of moral development as given by Lawrence Kohlberg, and I will give you very simple example. Within no time you will remember it forever, and even if you try it, even if you wash your brain with the best possible detergent, you will not be able to erase it. Okay, the concept I am giving you. So there are 3 levels: pre-conventional, conventional and post-conventional. Each of these levels, they are having 2 sub-levels. Stage 1, avoid punishment. When you are a small baby, all the time what you are doing, you want to avoid the punishment. You see, small children, whatever they do, they try to make it secret. Because all the time they are scared that if somebody is going to see them, they will be scolded. उनको लगता है अगर किसी ने देख लिया ना तो डांट पड़ेगी. So when you are small, you want to avoid punishment. Stage 2, you can relate it to your school. Self-interest. When you go to your school, self-interest. Self-interest means you want your homework to be done in the best possible way. You want to be a good child in the class. You are thinking about yourself. You want to exist. You want to survive. You want to come in the top 1, 2, 3 student in the class. Self-interest is important for you when you are at the school level. Then comes the conventional level. Now, imagine when you are going to the college for the first time. When you go to the college for the first time, you want to have the best of the two-wheeler or four-wheeler. You want to have the best of the clothes, best of the watches, best of the smartphones, best of the shoes. Why? Getting people to like them. You want other people to like you by your clothes. Okay, not by your personality, by your clothes, by your accessories. Then stage 4 comes maintaining functioning in the society. Now you can remember Amitabh Bachchan here. Once you passed out from the college, now you came to know the reality of the society. No job. Yes or no? Crisis is the best teacher. Yes or no? Are you getting this? Tell me yes or no. Remember Amitabh Bachchan. No, nobody is giving him job. Trying everything to save his mother's life. So what you are getting? Maintaining functioning in the society. Maintaining functioning in the society. You want to put everything in order in the society. Are you getting this? This is the early phase of Amitabh Bachchan, stage 4. Everybody has this stage. Then we have post-conventional level, stage 5. Reject rigidity of laws. Now this is the angry young man. This is the angry young man image of Amitabh Bachchan. Now he is going to fight with the system and the rigidity of laws, so many laws. And after this, stage 6, sense of justice. Now you will have Amitabh Bachchan of Bagban. Bagban picture, you remember? Immature Amitabh Bachchan. A small baby, avoid punishment. A school, self-interest. College, getting people to like them. Amitabh Bachchan, when you come out of the college, no job. Amitabh Bachchan, first phase, initial phase. No job for 2 years. No selection. Angry young man. Reject rigidity of laws. Stage 6, sense of justice. Amitabh Bachchan from Bagban movie. Everybody just tell me yes or no. Are you able to follow this? I hope you understand it. Now, let us talk about Carol Gilligan. 2022, you got a question, direct question on this thinker. Carol Gilligan theory and a women's sense of self. I will not go too much deeper. I will just tell you the crux of the situation. Later on, if you want, you can read it, you can revise it. Carol Gilligan, she was a lady. She studied the theory given by Lawrence Kohlberg, and she said that whatever theory Lawrence Kohlberg has given, that is okay, but it is okay for males only, not for females. That is why I have given you the example of Amitabh Bachchan. You remember? I have given you the example of Amitabh Bachchan. Boys can relate much, not the girls. She said, listen carefully. She said that men are driven by justice, morality. Very important thing I am telling you. Please listen very carefully, extremely carefully, not just for the exam, but for the rest of your life. She said men are driven by justice, morality, whereas women are driven by care, morality. Now I give you my example. It has been so many years after my marriage, and I have 2 daughters. And when I observe my wife, suppose I spend 5 rupees extra anywhere, she is going to kill me. She is going to fight with me for infinite time if I spend 5 rupees without any reason. But when it comes to my children, my daughter, 2 daughters, she never thinks about it. Because care morality. Care morality. Are you getting this? Everybody. And it's not just my wife. It's not just my mother. It's not just your mother. This is a common thing across the board. Women are driven by care morality. वो जो प्यार का पंचनामा में मोनोलॉग है ना, वो क्यों इतना लोगों को अच्छा लगा? Men cannot understand women and women cannot understand men. Men are always thinking about right and wrong, justice. Women are thinking about their children, their family. Family is more important for them. Children are more important for them. I hope you are getting this. Everybody just tell me in the comment section. Within one go, I hope never ever you will forget Carol Gilligan. Yes or no? Now, one last thing about Carol Gilligan and then we will move forward. Just a moment. Is it clear? Yes, I can teach in Hindi also. Whatever language is your favorite, you can ask me. I can tell you. Okay? Listen. So, what she has done, she has followed the same classification given by Lawrence Kohlberg. She has used pre-conventional, conventional and post-conventional levels, but he has removed the 6 stages and she has given her own theory of moral development for women. And she has defined 3 levels: pre-conventional, conventional and post-conventional. Now understand the first pre-conventional level. Care for oneself to ensure survival. Now when it is a baby, when it is a small child, so whether it is a boy or girl, it's going to be same. So it's going to be little self-centric because the baby has to ensure the survival. Whether it is a boy baby or whether it is a girl baby, whenever he or she is hungry, he will cry for milk. He will cry for food. He or she will cry for toys because self-centric to ensure survival. Now, this is the stage when the small baby girl is growing and going to the school for the first time. So now still it is selfish. She want to have her own toys. Some will share, some will not share. She want to have her own choices of color, toys, things, this, that, so many things. But it is a transition phase. When I am completely exhausted, lengthy classes, I go back to my home. My 5-year-old small daughter, she used to come to me and she used to press my head. Daddy, don't worry. I will assist you. I will help you. So it's a transition phase. At the same time, she is self-centric also, but at the same time, she is trying to develop that morality of care morality. Now comes the conventional level. Conventional level is going to be the level when she has grown up. Now she is not a girl anymore. Now she is a lady. Maybe married or maybe unmarried. Now there is a sense of responsibility and care for others. If unmarried, then she will do everything for her parents. She will not think about her own self. This is when she is unmarried. If she is married, she will do everything to keep her family happy and safe. That is responsibility and care for others. Even if she is having a lot of problems. So I respect and salute to all the women. All the respect. And I want all of you guys, never ever in your life disrespect a woman. Whether she is your mother or other's mother, she is your sister or other's sister, she is your wife or other's wife. Never ever disrespect a woman. Now, after marriage, if she becomes a mother, ignorance of oneself, mother and wife. And it is extremely visible when she is a mother. Now comes the post-conventional level. Post-conventional level, now it is a more mature, you can say, form. You see, people who have achieved a lot of success. It's not that they are not mothers, those women, but they have a lot of money. They can have 3, 4, 5 servants and maids to look after their children because they are doing great things. So, now care for oneself as well as for others. Now it's a balancing act. But in the context of Indian society, very few women are able to achieve this level. Next, difficult to achieve for everyone. Very difficult. I hope you understand this. So this is about Carol Gilligan. Everybody just tell me in the comment section fast. Everybody, yes or no? कुछ लोगों को सोने का मन कर रहा है क्या? Are you feeling sleepy? That's great, Piyush. Don't become too much emotional. Okay? Anyways. But please, everybody. Girls also, you also respect men, and men also, you please respect every woman. Now let us talk about ethics and religion. Understand what is the difference between ethics and religion. What is more important, ethics or religion? Now when I say ethics and religion, I don't talk about any specific religion. I'm talking about religion in general. And I have no disrespect for any religion. I have the highest of regards for any religion. Because I understand the true nature of religion. I'm not that orthodox. Because I am a Hindu, when I go to temple, I'm not doing this. I'm not doing this. This is not religion. What is religion? When you enter the temple, suddenly tears start rolling down your eyes. You connect with the God. You have a same energy level. Nothing you want to ask. You are coming at the same level. You are trying to synchronize with that frequency, and suddenly tears start rolling down from your eyes. You have no expectation. That is God. That is religion. So I'm talking up to that level. Please understand. Don't misunderstood me. Now I'm saying religion is man-made. And I will define in my way how religion come into the picture. So basically there are 3 phases: sect, cult, and religion. Now all those candidates who are live with me and who are going to see me in the recorded form, let me tell you one fact. This age is very dangerous in everybody's life. 29 years of age is the most dangerous age for anyone. I hope you know this, and if you don't know this, please listen carefully. This was the age when Siddhartha left his home forever, and after some time he became Buddha, Mahatma Buddha. He became Mahatma Buddha. This is the very crucial age bracket, because this is the age before which you are a child, and after this, you become a matured person. In general, there may be some differences. Now, for the first time when Mahatma Buddha got enlightenment, for the first time, he was having very few disciples. And slowly, when his message started spreading in different parts of the country, people started following him. So when thousands of people follow somebody, it becomes a sect. 1,000 or 10,000. When 1,000 or 10,000 people follow somebody, it becomes a sect. Are you getting this? Hello? Sect. Now, when lakhs of people follow somebody, it becomes cult. When lakhs of people follow somebody, it becomes a cult. And when crores and crores of people follow it, it becomes a religion. It's all about numbers. And I have given you the example of Buddhism, but because it is the latest religion, latest entry into the religion, you can see, we know much about it. We don't know much about other religions. Actually, I am not knowing that much. There may be other people more learned than me. So I'm just giving you one example so that you understand. It means religion is man-made. Religion is man-made. So over a period of time, some part of the religion may become obsolete. Yes or no? And religion has a limitation. I belong to a different religion, somebody else belong to a different religion. So how we are going to come on the same term? So if there is a fight between two people of two different religions, how they are going to take a common decision? So ethics in this case become more important than the religion. I'm not saying ethics is supreme. I'm saying ethics becomes more important than religion when you are talking about decision making. In an organization, thank you, Mr. Mechanical, for your love and respect. Are you getting this? Are you getting this? So ethics is going to be supreme. Let us go to the next one. Ethics and law, which is more supreme? Ethics or law, which is more supreme? Now understand one thing. इस दुनिया में चोरी करने की सजा नहीं है, इस दुनिया में चोरी करके पकड़े जाने की सजा है. It means law is not absolute, and law will not come into the force until and unless the culprit is behind the bar. Until and unless the wrongdoing is proven, law is not going to take the action. If your friend is going to lie to you, you cannot go to the court or you cannot go to the police station or file an FIR. But if your friend lies with you, you can say that what you have done is unethical. So ethics is going to be even more important than law. I hope you understand. I hope you understand. Now I show you a figure, a diagram. You may get a question on this. Suppose there is a society and ethics and law, these two things are going to overlap. This is the overlapping area. It means there are some laws which are true as per the ethics also, or you can say there are some ethical values which are backed by the law of the land also. I want to ask you a very interesting question. This overlap region should be high or low, should be more or less. Should be more or less for an ideal society. Or you can say, not ideal society, you can say good society. For an ideal society, this overlap region should be more or less. %100% correct. It should be less. If in a society there are more number of laws, it means there are more number of crimes. More number of crimes means it's not a good society. If there are less number of crimes, there will be less laws. So this overlapping has to be minimum. minimum overlapping. Next one, ethical dilemma. Ethical dilemma. Let us understand ethical dilemma and moral dilemma. Ethical dilemma and moral dilemma. Suppose you want to take a decision. Okay. Suppose you want to take a decision. A decision making problem is there. Vishwa Trivedi is asking, in some cases law or supreme. No. Ethics is the summum bonum. What is summum bonum? The highest ideal to be followed. It simply means if you have done PhD, then definitely you must have done KG. Law is KG. Ethics is PhD. Summum bonum, the highest ideal to be followed by you in life. I hope you are getting this. Everybody tell me in the comment section. Now let us talk about the ethical dilemma or moral dilemma. Generally, if you go to any book on ethics, it will be very difficult for you to find the difference. Everybody is talking about ethical dilemma only. Nobody is talking about moral dilemma. And even if they are talking about moral dilemma, they are not differentiating between ethical dilemma and moral dilemma. I will tell you the real crux. Suppose there is a decision making problem. So if there is a decision making problem, what is happening? Listen very carefully. You are saying, sir, there may be n number of solutions to this problem, S1, S2, Si up to Sn. I am teaching you ethics in the form of technical subjects like an engineer. एक इंजीनियर कैसे ethics को पढ़ेगा वो मैं आपको पढ़ा रहा हूं. Suppose there is a decision making problem and there are n number of solutions. Now suppose you talk about ethical dilemma and here you talk about moral dilemma. So what you are saying? You are saying solution 1 follows even ethical value. If you follow solution 1, you are following even ethical value. If you follow solution 2, you are following E2 ethical value. And similarly, when you are following Sn ethical value, you are following En ethical value. Yes or no? Now, out of all these n possible solutions based on n possible ethical values, finally you have decided among all this, you have Si and Sj solution. Finally, you have two solutions in which you have to decide which is the better solution. Are you getting this? Now this Si, yes. Now this Si is based on Ei ethical value and Sj is based on Ej ethical value. Now, out of these two solutions based on two different ethical values, if you are going to follow this solution and this ethical value, then this ethical value you are not following. There is a two-way. After this, there is a two-way. 1 and 2. If you go to 1, you are not able to follow 2. If you are going to 2, you are not able to follow 1. It means out of all these possible options, whatever decision you take, there will be at least one ethical value which you are not following. So it's not about the best solution, it's about the minimum wrong, least damage. This situation is called ethical dilemma. Dharm sankat. जब समझ में ना आए क्या करें? I will give you one example also. If you talk about moral dilemma, similarly, suppose you are finally landing up with Si solution, last two solutions which you have to decide based on Mi moral value and SJ based on MJ moral value. And out of these two, one you have to decide. So if you follow this moral value, you are not following this moral value. It means out of the possible solutions, whatever solution you choose, at least one moral value you are not going to follow. So it's not about the best solution, it's about the least damage. So when you have to choose the better of two evils, this situation is called either as ethical dilemma or moral dilemma. Now let us understand the difference between ethical dilemma and moral dilemma. Understand, when you are talking about ethical dilemma, the fight between right and wrong is happening at the social stage. Society is also included in this. But when you talk about moral dilemma, this fight is happening, fight about right and wrong is happening at the individual level. Now, in the most simple way I can tell you, and if you are going for the UPSC interview and they ask you this difference, and if you give this answer, I can guarantee you the chairperson will get up, come to you, he will hug you, and he will cry on your shoulder. Definitely, you have to control his emotions. Moral dilemma means when you are dancing in your room alone. This is moral dilemma. What is ethical dilemma? When you are doing the Nagin dance in the marriage. You remember Nagin dance? That is ethical dilemma. When the society is also involved in this fight, then it is ethical dilemma. Everybody just tell me in the comment section, do you understand what is ethical dilemma and moral dilemma? Say yes or no. Yeah. Is it clear, everybody? Let us go further. What is ethical autonomy and moral autonomy? Ethical and moral autonomy you can understand if this is the ideal end of moral development process. Moral development process end. Ethical, moral, both are same. In ethical dilemma, we are talking about ethical values when the society is also involved. Moral dilemma, when you and only you are involved, society is not involved. For example, I am just giving you a very simple example, you will understand. Tomorrow morning, you are thinking whether you want to eat chola bhatura or puri sabji, maybe khasta, maybe idli, maybe sambar vada, maybe poha. Then it is moral dilemma. Whatever you want to do, you can do. Nobody is involved. It's your choice. If you have money, you can eat it. Now suppose you are taking a decision. You are going to your office and you are putting a signature on a file, a decision making problem. Construction of a bridge as a civil engineer. Now society is involved. One wrong decision may cost the lives of hundreds and thousands of people. Then comes ethical dilemma. I hope you understand. Is it clear, everybody? Okay, so understand ethical and moral autonomy. Through the process of socialization, when the child is becoming mature, then Lawrence Kohlberg, Carol Gilligan, now such a maturity is going to come at the ethical and moral level that people are now becoming ethically and morally self-reliant. They are independent. They are not dependent on anybody. It means they don't require anybody else or external to tell them what is right and what is wrong. Autonomy means automatically they are able to take the decisions. So this is the matured form or the ideal end of moral development process. I hope you understand this. Meta ethics. Now we'll be talking about various ethical theories. Everybody just tell me in the comment section. Now I will be going a little faster because time is very less. Time is running. Okay. Time is running. So I will be just giving you the crux because everything is written. Everything is written in the slide. I will share the PPT. You can read if you have problem anywhere and you can discuss with me. Because if I go this much slow, will not be able to complete what I want to do. What is meta ethics? Understand. Meta is a root word which means beyond. Meta is a root word which means beyond. Something which is not directly observable. For example, suppose I am asking you a question. How is your tea? You are saying sweet. You are saying sweet. Okay. Now, this is not meta-ethical question. Meta-ethical question is what is sweet? It means meta-ethical question is asking you the very fundamental question, how you have decided that this is sweet, how you have defined sweetness, what is the criteria to define what is sweet and what is not sweet. For example, if I ask you something is right or wrong, something is right or wrong, this is not meta-ethical question. This is not meta-ethical question. What is meta-ethical question? Meta-ethical question is what is right or wrong. The very fundamental inquiry about the moral or the ethical judgment. You are saying Ashutosh Sir is honest. Meta-ethics is saying you forget about Ashutosh Sir. You tell me how you define honesty. That is meta-ethics. So meta-ethics will ask you the most fundamental question about the moral or ethical judgments or moral or ethical inquiry. Meta-ethics is not asking whether your tea is sweet or not. Meta-ethics is asking how you define sweetness. What is sweet and what is not sweet. Meta-ethics is not asking you whether something is right or wrong. Meta-ethics is asking you, can you tell me the criteria or the definition how you have defined what is right and what is wrong? Everybody just tell me in the comment section, are you able to follow this? Everybody, yes or no? Tell me in the comment section, are you able to follow this? Moral epistemology, as I told you, moral epistemology will talk about the meaning, nature, scope, and the origin of right and wrong. This is moral epistemology. This is moral epistemology. Epistemology we have already discussed in the first class. If you have not seen that, you can see that again. Moral psychology. Moral psychology says, why be moral? Why be moral? Psychology, you understand, na? Suppose you do something, so people will ask you, what is your psychology? What is the thought process? So moral psychology asks a very fundamental question, why be moral? There may be n number of reasons. We'll discuss. Okay. So if you see now, see, this classification is going to be extremely interesting, at the same time little complex, but I will give you simple examples to make it easy for you and that you can retain in your mind and go to the examination hall without much pressure. But I want all of you to trust me 100%. Okay? Why I'm saying this before I teach this? It's not that I'm giving you something wrong. It's because this subject, you don't know what is the different dimensions in which a word can be interpreted. I'm telling you something, I'm just telling you the key. If you find it on internet, you will get confused. You will not be able to differentiate between each of them. So please follow what I'm saying. Trust me 100% or don't trust me. Either you trust me 100% or trust me 0. In this subject, I can tell you. Okay? Now, metaphysical issues. Metaphysical issues ask a very fundamental question, that morals is morals or ethics is man-made or not. This is metaphysical issues. What is the meaning of metaphysical? Meta means beyond, physical means physical boundaries. So metaphysical issues, they talk about whether morals and ethicals, they are man-made or not. If something is man-made, it means what? Human beings came first and then morals and ethics came. Understand it properly, very, very deep thing I am discussing. If something is man-made, it means man has to come first and then man has to make this. But if the answer is no, it means even before the first man has come on this earth, morals and ethics was there. And both the theories may be correct, may be incorrect. We don't know anything. When we talk about theory, that is the difference between a theory and a rule or a law or a principle. When it is a theory, it is not proven, it is just a thought. When it is proven up to certain level, in some particular conditions, it is true. For example, it is true in India, may not be true in other countries, then it is a rule. When it gets more validity, that theory, from rule it becomes principle. More number of countries have the same reasoning. But when it becomes universal, Ohm's law, when it becomes law, it is universal. Everybody has to follow. Newton's law. So understand the difference between theory, rule, principle and law. I hope you understand this. I hope you understand this. Thank you so much. Do you understand this? Everybody tell me yes or no in the comment section. I hope yes. So metaphysical issues talk about whether morals and ethics, they are man-made or not. Now, there are two categories. Moral absolutism. Absolutism means something which is absolute, something which is universal. Something which is universal. And moral relativism. Relativism is a keyword. It means it is cultural specific. Cultural specific. If something is universal, it means it is same for every society. For example, values which are related to the very survival of society or human being. The values which are important for the very survival of an individual human being or the society, it will be same everywhere. It will be same everywhere. whether it is an Indian or American or European or Chinese or Japanese or African, everybody wants food, everybody wants shelter, everybody wants love. For example, what value you can answer? For example, justice. No society can function without this value. Justice is a value. In every society you will find justice. Namaste, namaste Swapnil, how are you? Welcome to the session. Then we have values which are cultural specific. India may be having other values, America may be having other values. Why? Because it depends on the culture, it depends upon the context, geography, history, economy. For example, if you go to American society, in American society you will find individualism. Individual is more important. If you come to India, in India, family is more important. Familism. Familism is not parivarvad. Familism means for you, your family comes first. In American society, individual comes first. I hope you are getting this. Now we have psychological issues. Why be moral? This is the fundamental question they are asking. Yes, Swapnil, you can ask your question. Tell me, what is your question? Definitely. I have told you this is your right. Language should not be a barrier. I will use both Hindi and English. Listen very carefully. Why somebody should be moral? कोई moral क्यों हो? The first is moral realism. All these are different philosophies. Understood? Now please understand realism. Underline the term real. Now realism is a philosophy which says that moral truths are real. Something for your notebook. I will not write it. We don't have time. If you want, you can write it. Realism is saying moral truth is real. What is the meaning of real? What is the meaning of real? If something can be real, something can be non-real. Something can be real, something can be imaginary. Imaginary means something which is only in your thought, no existence. Real means something which has a physicality. If this pen is here, now you may call it a pen, you may call it with some other name, but if the physicality is there, you and me will have the same interpretation in terms of its physicality. So it is going to be real. So when I say, जब मैं बोलता हूं कि moral truth real है, when moral truth I am saying is real, it means what? It is in natural truth. If something is natural, you cannot change it. Hello? If something is decided by the nature, you cannot change it. Can you decide when it rains or whether tomorrow is going to be a sunny day or rainy day? No. So it is nature and it is real, objective. Moral intuitionism, something which is based on intuition. What is intuition? Memory. Intuition is nothing but memory. Naturalism. Now naturalism is very close to realism. Okay, naturalism is very close to realism. There is a slight difference, but more or less you can understand this is also objective, this is also objective, and in one way you can say that naturalism is going to be a bigger set and realism is going to be a smaller set of naturalism. Okay, we don't want to go up to that much depth, you will be confused, so I want to keep it simple. If something is real, it means it is not imaginary. It has a physicality. Moral truth is real. It is not some imaginary thought. It has a physicality and it is same for everyone, universal. When I say naturalism, then moral truth is based on natural law, nature. And when I say objective, listen very carefully. When I say moral, something for your notebook, when I say moral truth is objective, it means it is not man-made. Sun is objective, not man-made. Yes or no? For you also it is sun, for me also it is sun. That is objective, na? In the same room, if it is 25 degrees centigrade, you may feel cold, I may feel hot. That is subjective. When something is man-made, it is subjective. When something is beyond man, beyond human beings, it becomes objective. Same for everyone. I hope you are getting this. Now, anti-realism. Anti-realism says opposite to what realism is saying. I am not going into much deeper. We can have another session because this diagram itself will require at least 2 to 3 hours to explain it purposefully. So I am just giving you some idea. Subjectivism. Something which is man-made. Human experience is subjective. 25 degree may be hot for you, may be cold for me. So when moral truth is subjective, different people are having different set of moral values. For you, reality or truth may be different. Right and wrong definition may be different. For me, it may be different. Then it is subjectivism. Next is divine command theory. Divine command theory, something for your notebook, it is saying that the idea of right and wrong is given by God in terms of commandment. मतलब भगवान ने ऊपर से बताया है कि भैया क्या सही है क्या गलत है, हमको सिर्फ उसको फॉलो करना है, हमें अकल नहीं लगानी है. That is divine command theory. Divine command theory. Then we have ideal observer theory. What is ideal observer theory? Ideal observer theory ये कह रहा है कि ऊपर है कोई बैठा है. अब देखो ऊपर बोलना गलत होता है क्योंकि धरती तो गोल है ना, तो चाहे ऊपर वाला बोलो चाहे नीचे वाला बोलो, बट हमारी आदत है हम तो ऊपर वाला ही बोलते हैं. तो there is somebody who is sitting and he is unbiased, he or she is unbiased, and he decides what is right and what is wrong. So ideal observer theory is saying whenever you are trapped in a situation to decide what is right and what is wrong, you try to become an ideal observer. जब आपको लगे कि आप डिसीजन नहीं ले पा रहे हो, सही क्या है गलत क्या है, तो आप अपने आप को बायसनेस से उठाकर अलग रख दो, and now you take a decision that will be the right decision, because till your interests are involved it will always be a wrong decision. हाँ जी अच्छा, स्वप्निल ने हटा दिया कि हिंदी, वो कह रहा है कि तुम इंग्लिश में ही पढ़ा भैया. See, most of the time I have to speak in English na. Whenever you have a problem, it's not that you completely don't understand English. Okay, if that is the case, then you have to improve it. You are going for the best officer's job. Anytime if you have a problem, you can ask me. But you cannot expect me to explain everything completely in Hindi. I am trying to make it more bilingual as much as I can, but you have the right to ask me. So this is ideal observer theory. Then we have non-cognitivism. Now this is very typical to understand. We will discuss non-cognitivism later on. I will just tell you what is cognitivism, because the opposite of this says non-cognitivism. Cognitivism has a root word cognitive. This is a brain activity. Cognitive means something which is a brain activity. Now something which is brain activity, it is based on logic, rationality, or you can say reason. Okay? So something which is logical, rational and based on reason It is going to be same for everyone, most of the people. Yes or no? Now, this is something very interesting. Okay, I will just take 2 minutes to explain this decision making. This is a decision making model, and this was given by Mr. Hadith Social Intuitionist Model. HA. The only effort you have to do in reading his name, rest this model is going to be quite easy for you. This is Had's HAIDT. Okay, Had's Social Intuitionist Model. तो इन्होंने क्या किया है कि अपना एक मॉडल दिया है कि डिसीजन मेकिंग कैसे होती है, ठीक है, किस तरीके से लोग इन्फ्लुएंस होते हैं दूसरों से. So let me give you one simple example and you will understand. Okay. Triggering event. What is triggering event? Triggering event means how the situation is starting. So suppose tomorrow evening you go back to your home with a girl. Or don't do it, okay? I'm just telling you one example, hypothetical case. It's not that tomorrow evening you are calling me, sir, आपने कहा था मैं तो घर चला गया बहुत जूते पड़े. Don't do this. Suppose tomorrow evening you just pretend, just get one of your friend, not girlfriend, just any friend, and wear the marriage clothes, both of you, with a garland, rose garland, गुलाब की एक माला डाल लो, and just go back to your home in the evening when your mother is there. This situation will be the triggering event. Triggering event. Now, suppose A is your mother. A is your mother. Okay? And you are B. This is you. So what will happen? The moment this situation comes, suddenly your mother will take her sleepers in her hand. माता जी तुरंत हाथों में ब्रह्मास्त्र ले आएंगी. What happened? After this triggering event, your mother is getting intuition. कहीं शादी तो नहीं कर ली इन लोगों ने? They might have married together. That is intuition. सच नहीं है. She is just your friend. You are trying to do a prank on your mother. She is thinking that you have married the girl. Now, on the basis of her intuition, she is taking a judgment. What is the judgment she has taken? She has taken the judgment to hit you with the sleeper. And this judgment is, she is going to shout on the girl. अरे तू कैसी लड़की है और तू मेरे बच्चे को खा जाएगी, ये कर दिया तूने, मेरे बच्चे को बहला फुसला दिया. All these things will happen. And why your mother is saying all this? Because there is a reasoning. What is the reasoning? If it is true, then your life is hell. अगर तुमने ऐसा कर लिया तो तुम्हारी जिंदगी बर्बाद हो जाएगी. Your mother is actually caring for you. That is why she is doing all this. Now understand this. B's reasoning. Sorry, not right now. Yeah. Now what your mother did? Your mother took a judgment to hit you with the sleeper. Yes or no? Now you at the receiving end, listen very carefully. You are thinking what your mother's reasoning is. You will say, why your mother is doing like this? We are adults. We can take our life's decisions on our own. And we have married in a court of law. What is the problem? So you are trying to understand what is your mother's reasoning. Once you understand your mother's reasoning, you will take a judgment. What judgment you will take? You also and your friend also, that girl also, you both will do Dandavat Pranam to your mother. And you will not leave her leg till she says okay. And you will say, we love each other madly. That is the judgment you have done to your mother. On the basis of your reasoning. On the basis of your reasoning. So this is how one person's intuition, judgment and reasoning is going to affect one person's judgment and reasoning, and it's mutually affecting. So this is the Hadith's social intuitionist model. I hope you understand and you will never forget it. So let us go quickly further. So these are 6 different, you can say, links. If you want, you can read about it. I'm going further. Now this is about anti-realism. This is about anti-realism. Okay. Let us try to understand a little bit because we don't have much time. Now he is asking, are moral sentences are truth apt? What is the meaning of truth apt? See, there are three possibilities. Either something may be a truth, yes or no? Either something is truth. Then there are 2 more possibilities. Your truth and my truth. बात समझ में आ रही है कि नहीं? Are you getting the point? Yes or no? So there can be one absolute truth. Then there can be half truth from your side and half truth my side. So when you are asking a very fundamental question, and that fundamental question is, are moral sentences are truth apt? It means the very idea of right and wrong you can express in the form of objective statements. Suppose your answer is yes. Suppose your answer is yes. Then I am asking again one question. Are some of these sentences true? Are some of these sentences true? It means in every possible situation, are they coming as truth? If yes, then I am asking, are some of these sentences objectively true? Objectively true means n number of times if you do this, n number of times you are getting the same answer. If yes, then this is realism. Then this is realism. It means something which is objective, something which is true, and something which is supposed to be truth-like, that is realism. I hope little bit you are getting. I am not asking you to understand 100%, but little bit you must be getting. Suppose you are answering no. You are saying no, it is not truth apt. The moment you say no, it is not truth apt. So non-cognitivism is something which is saying that, listen very carefully, non-cognitivism is saying that moral statements are false. Always false. Always false. How? आपने कहा सर चोरी करना पाप है, गलत है. एक बच्चा जिसकी मां बीमार है, जेब में पैसा नहीं है, वो चोरी कर रहा है तो वो पाप नहीं है. Moral statements are false. That is non-cognitivism. Some of these sentences true. If yes, then here. If no, then it is error theory. Error theory says that there is something for your notebook, you can write it down. I don't have the space and time. Error theory says there is nothing absolutely right or wrong in this world. People define the very idea of right and wrong in terms of their own comfort and convenience. It means मुझे जो सही लगेगा मैं उसको सही मान लूंगा, मुझे जो गलत लगेगा मैं उसे गलत मान लूंगा, क्योंकि मैं अपने हिसाब से सही और गलत डिसाइड करूंगा. That is error theory. So error theory says whatever moral reasoning is being done, that is errorful, that is not true. Then if it is not objective, then it is subjective. I hope you are getting this. And this non-cognitivism, error theory and subjectivism, this all comes under anti-realism. It all comes under anti-realism. Is it clear, everybody? Just tell me yes or no in the comment section. Are you able to follow this? Is it clear, everybody? Okay. So now we are starting with the normative ethics. Normative ethics, again, the Key term is norm, which means ideal. And what is the key statement? What ought to be. Do this question. Do this question, everybody. Fast. Yes, class this much late in the night because you guys are busy in the morning. The normative inquiry norms are identified because of the reason behind the work conflict, wrong. The most desirable behavior. What is the correct answer? Most desirable behavior. What ought to be? क्या होना चाहिए? Most desirable behavior. Errors made unconsciously wrong. The code of conduct wrong. Now, normative ethics have 4 classification. I will just give you basic idea, understand. Virtue ethics. What is the meaning of virtue? What is the meaning of virtue? Please understand, virtue means the dominant value. For example, have you seen the radio? Have you seen this radio? Something like this. You remember this? In earlier time, we used to have this type of radio. You remember this? Now, in every person's personality, we have intensities like this. Suppose this is your personality. So, there can be n number of values. Now, these values are not same in everyone. Now, there is an intensity meter like this. Suppose this value is here 20%, this is 70%, this is 50% like this. So, virtue is the crux of this. Dominant value in your personality is virtue. Now, virtue ethics will come into the picture when you decide right and wrong because you think so. You don't need any external motivation. You are driven by your character. You are driven by your inner motivation. You want to help others because of no reason, because you know helping others is right for you. So, when you are driven by this philosophy, you are talking about virtue ethics. Then we have deontology. Deontology has a root word deon. Deon means duty. When you do something right or ethical because it is your duty, then you are talking about deontology. Then you have teleology or consequentialism. Teleology has a root word teleo. Teleo means end or the consequence. So, when you do something as right or ethical because you think that the consequence of that action is going to be right, then it is consequentialism or teleology. Then we have contractarianism. Contractarianism. This philosophy is based on social contract theory. If you remember from the first class, any one of you attended social contract theory. I told you that I will tell you about this story. This story was given by Hobbes, Locke. These are 3 thinkers, Locke and Rousseau, R-O-U-S-S-E-A-U. These 3 thinkers have given this theory of social contract theory. What is this social contract theory? Something for your notebook. You can note it down and listen in the form of a story. It simply says, सोशल कॉन्ट्रैक्ट थ्योरी क्या बोलती है कि पहले जब हम जंगलों में रहते थे तो हम छोटे छोटे समूहों में रहते थे, फिर जैसे जैसे समाज बढ़ा, आगे बढ़े, तो समाज की फंक्शनिंग कॉम्प्लेक्स हो गई, और समाज की फंक्शनिंग बनी रहे, एफिशिएंटली चले, तो हमने क्या किया कि हमने समाज में दो वर्ग बना दिए। एक वर्ग वो जो सब कुछ मैनेज करेगा, एडमिनिस्टर करेगा, रूल करेगा, गवर्न करेगा, उसको बाद में कहा गया गवर्नमेंट। और एक वर्ग वो जो अपना अपना जो काम कर रहे हैं करेंगे, बट समाज को चलाने की जिम्मेदारी सरकार की है। So Hobbes, Locke and Rousseau said that this is a contract between the government and the people. भाई जब सरकार नहीं थी, जब आप जंगल में रहते थे, तो आप चाहे नागिन डांस पब्लिक में करें, चाहे घर के अंदर करें, किसी को मतलब ही नहीं था, एब्सोल्यूट फ्रीडम। बट व्हेन द गवर्नमेंट केम, व्हेन द सोसाइटी इज देयर, then you cannot do naggin dance all the time. There are restrictions. It means what? It means there is a contract between you and the government. Some degree of your freedom you are going to leave or go away in order to have a systematic, established system in the society, so that you can enjoy whatever remaining freedom you have. So there is a contract between the government and the people or the society. This theory is called social contract theory, given by Hobbes, Locke and Rousseau. So when you decide the very idea of right and wrong on the basis of this social contract theory, then it is contractarianism. I hope it is clear for everybody. Just tell me yes or no in the comment section. Are you getting this, everybody? So it's getting too late. So let me check how much we can go. I have to check it because already it is more than 3 hours. So I will just share the PDF with you, and you can read it. If you have any doubt, you can ask me. Is it clear, everybody? Clear? Okay. Let us talk about virtue ethics. As I told you, virtue is about your character or the most dominant value. Now, whenever you do some act, there is the agent. Agent means who do the act, then the act itself, and then the consequence of the act. So when you are talking about virtue ethics, your focus is on the agent, the person who is doing the act. So virtue ethics focus on agent. Deontology, when it is duty based, or the very idea of right and wrong is based on a particular duty. Very interesting name. Good evening. It's actually good night. I'm fine. I'm fine. Now, deontology focus on the act, because act will be driven by duty. Act will be driven by duty. Now, deontology can have two ways of understanding it. The first one is agent-oriented duty-based, and this is patient-based or patient-centered or duty-based ethics. Now, please understand, somebody's duty is your right. The person who is cleaning the road, okay, thank you, thank you. Listen, listen, listen. Don't disturb others. Okay. What I was saying. Yes. What I was saying. Yes. Somebody's duty is going to be somebody's right. Suppose a person has a responsibility to clean the road. It is his duty. Now, as a citizen, your right is to get the clean road. So your duty is somebody's right. Somebody's right is your duty. I hope you understand this. So these are the two phases of the same coin. When you talk about the agent, when it is agent focused, then it is duty oriented. When you are talking about the patient, it means the person for whom duty is completed, then it is patient oriented or it is right based. It is right based. I hope you understand. Let's do this question. It's based on human right. Okay. So I will just bring a chair so that I can little bit sit and tell you some more concepts. Everything is okay? Everything is okay? Yes. Okay. Just read the question carefully. Two statements, and this is one of the previous year question. So let us try to understand. See the statement 1. Statement 1 is saying human rights for all cannot be realized comprehensively without the right to development. This is a true statement. A is a true statement. What is the problem? If you don't have a right to development, it means what? The fruits of the development must be distributed among the citizens equitably. Then only human rights can be established. Now, right to development ensures the realization of human right. This is also true. Yes or no? What is the problem in this question? Why you are saying different answers? Human rights for all cannot be realized comprehensively without the right to development. Bijli, pani, sadak. Everybody requires bijli, pani, sadak. Now, right to development ensures the realization of human rights. Both statements are correct, and 2 is the correct reasoning of 1. This should be A as the answer. Where you are thinking, in which direction you are thinking, I don't know. Is it clear, everybody? So guys, just do this one more question. I think we should stop. It's going much beyond the scheduled time. Okay. So I will give you the PDF. You read it. I hope you will understand, and some other day we are going to do more stuff. Are you getting this, everybody? Do this question. Which of the following statement is true? Legal rights are entitled by law. It looks like okay. It looks like okay. Moral rights are not backed by law. This is also correct. All moral rights may not be legal rights. This is also true. So all of the above, all these statements are correct. So D is the correct answer. D is the correct answer. Next question, legal rights. Now, legal rights are the system of rules established by the authority, society, or the custom. This is wrong. I told you, rule and law, this is different. Okay. Legal rights are the lack of clarity. Now, this is wrong. Laws cannot have lack of clarity. Laws should be exactly crystal clear because everybody should have the same interpretation. Legal rights are just claim. This is right. Just claim. Legal rights are just claim given to all humans within the government's jurisdiction. So C is going to be the correct option. C is the correct option. Is it clear, everybody? C is the correct option. Okay. So let us stop here. Let us stop here. I will share the PDF with you and read it if you have the time, because already it is more than, it is 3.5 hours, is getting too much beyond the scheduled time. I wanted to continue, but I think it's going to be too much for you also and for me also. So you just go through the PDF, and after that, if you have any doubt, if you want to relate anything, if you have any doubt, question, you can ask me. Before I leave, I want to tell you where the PDF will be available. It will be available in my personal Telegram channel on BYJU'S Exam Prep, that is Electrical by Ashutosh Sir. And let me tell you one thing, how to do it. After the session, you can go to the Telegram app, open the Telegram app, search the channel name as Electrical by Ashutosh Sir and join it. After some delay, after some time, very fast, I will provide you the PDF. Thank you so much, everybody. Take care. Thank you. Thank you so much for your patience. Thank you so much for your love and respect. I wish you all the best for your engineering services examination, and I hope you are going to shine like a sun in this examination. Thank you so much, everybody. Take care. Thank you.